Hello and welcome to the SavePoint Report, episode 13. I am Eric. I'm joined by Fox.
Hello.
And I'm joined by SavePoint Eli.
Hi.
So
I'm
we
in
don't
the
know how he
mushroom
has.
world.
We don't know how he has our cameras arranged. So you may have just pointed down for nothing.
That's a good point. That's a good point. I don't.
True. Today we
You're
will be
below
talking. I haven't had an episode in a couple weeks, so we'll be catching up on some of the bigger gaming news, such as the Fallout news, Elden Ring. The movie has wrapped filming, and we'll be touching on some of the new Magic sets that are revealed for next year before we hop into what we've been playing and what we've been watching. So I guess we'll start out here with Fallout. For those unaware, it was recently revealed by Xbox and Bethesda a few things. They've confirmed the existence of Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 3 remakes / remasters. How exactly did they word it?
I don't remember.
I want to say they said remaster.
Yeah, I think remaster.
They talked about updating some gameplay in New Vegas specifically. I think they said.
Did they?
But I would be surprised if they did one and not the other. I mean, Fallout 3 and New Vegas ran on the same engine anyway, so I don't. I think if you're going to bring them up, you should have them in parity
for sure, and they'll just do them. The Obsidian, it was called a remaster as well. So yeah. As well as Obsidian working on a new Fallout game, which is, I think, long time coming. That was reported a couple weeks before, but now it is officially confirmed, kind of in collaboration with Bethesda. But yeah, what was your kind of immediate reaction to this, Eli? I know this is something that we've talked about for a while.
I mean, it pretty much is like confirming stuff that we knew was gonna happen, right? But I think it's just weird how it's weird. Like this one day on Twitter, they're just like, "Yeah, guys, there's all this stuff we're working on."
Yeah.
It's like, okay, cool.
Yeah, it was
guys.
out of character, I'd say, for Bethesda. They're always so shrouded in secrecy.
They definitely were forced to do that.
Yeah, 100%.
They had Todd at gunpoint to making him type out that.
Ashish Sharma decided to take away the Minecraft welfare, so
yeah, no,
lock in on it.
No. But I mean, I think we all wish this was happening under better circumstances.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it is kind of just a matter of time, or I think it was a matter of time for Obsidian to be working on a Fallout game. So I guess we can start there. This is probably what I'm most excited about. I think Obsidian in the past few years, or not even a few years, past since the Outer Worlds, since they were bought up by Xbox, their track record certainly hasn't been incredible. I really enjoyed Avowed. It wasn't my favorite game. I'm sorry?
They did drop Pentiment as well.
Yeah.
Which, it's not everyone's taste, but that is a bizarre, really fucking cool project. It's incredible it exists.
Have you played Pentiment?
A little bit.
Okay.
It is. I think the best descriptor I've heard is books level boring. Because it's sort of about Catholicism.
I love books.
Like the Catholic Reformation, I think it was. I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
It's really cool, and I really like its art style, and it's really there's no other game like it, for better and worse, in a lot of ways, because it is very slow. You're going around talking to people and having religious debates and ethical dilemmas, and that's pretty much the entire game, and it's really cool. I do recommend trying it at least.
Yeah, I might give it a shot. I have not played Pentiment, but I played a decent bit of the Outer Worlds. I beat Avowed, and then I very lightly dabbled with the Outer Worlds 2. I played about 3 hours of it. And yeah,
they Grounded too, right?
Yes,
yeah,
Grounded as well. Yeah, both of those. I think of Pillars of Eternity, not recently, but within the last 10 years, they made a new Pillars of Eternity game. So they've been churning out games at a crazy rate. All right, maybe it was a special edition of one of them, or one of the Pillars of Eternity games.
Well, I mean, Avowed is in that universe.
Yeah. But I thought Deadfire was not too long ago.
Could be. Pillars of Eternity was 2015.
But the second one?
Oh yeah, Pillars of Eternity to Deadfire was 2018. So yeah, 10 years.
Oh, okay, yeah. So yeah, they're known to churn out games. Maybe not 10 out of 10s. I mean, I say that a lot. I'm saying that in reference to the fact New Vegas is like one of my favorite games of all time. I don't think that they have put anything out of that caliber since. And like kind of it's not even really close in my mind. So there is some hesitation for me about if the Obsidian of today can make a game to that level. I've kind of put it out of my head. My expectation is that they won't, but my expectation is that it should still be an incredible Fallout game, especially with the talent that they have. A lot of the original developers of New Vegas are working on this project.
Yeah,
they've come back over the years back to Obsidian. They were kind of working on a bunch of different things, and now it seems like the studio as a whole is kind of all concentrated on this one project. So my assumption is that kind of all these developers will be attached to it. Tim Kaine, Josh Gonzalez, Josh Sawyer, or John Gonzalez maybe. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm interested to see what it's going to be. I have a lot of questions.
yeah,
for sure.
At the very least, we're getting another Fallout game.
Yeah, exactly.
Not having to wait another 10 years, probably.
I mean, yeah, and the fact that it's just now happening is ridiculous. But at the end of the day, I'm glad it's happening.
I am glad that it's happening. I am bummed that it has to come at the expense of things like Avowed 2, and I think there was another project they were working on that was essentially going to be a Fallout game. They probably are just going to fold into this. Honestly,
yeah, I'm hopeful they can
reuse
some of that for this new Fallout project, whatever that game was.
I saw you shaking your head a little bit when I was lamenting Avowed 2.
Yeah, I am not sad that this is overtaking Avowed 2. Like I would I guess it's my personal biases for these franchises, but there is not a universe where I would take Avowed 2 over a Fallout sequel from
No, I mean if I had to pick, I had to choose, I would pick the Fallout game. I just think it's a shame that it is, because I think Avowed, for all its faults, I think if they had the chance to really refine it and get in there and like do something like now that they've got the groundwork laid, do something more expansive, it could have been really cool. I mean, I thought the same thing about Outer Wilds though, and 2 wasn't that great. So
exactly, yeah. That's kind of the boat that I'm in. I do think it's less of a matter of scale and scope, which is what I think a lot of people, that was their problem with Avowed, was like, there's no like crime system, there's no like all these kind of weird edge case features that you've come to expect in Bethesda style games. I didn't super care about that stuff. My issue was more with some of the writing, and the characters were just not very interesting. So like, and those are kind of the things that worry me the most, because that's not a consequence of a lack of scope or budget or anything. That's just kind of a quality of writing and quality of development. So I'm hoping that they can kind of write the course with this New Vegas game, but I certainly think that Avowed 2 would have been better than the first, but I don't think better in ways that would have mattered, most to me. But who knows?
Yeah, I respect experimentation, and I like, letting them try whatever they want. But I do understand Xbox being like, we need some wins, like we need some stuff that's going to sell.
Yeah.
And the turnaround might not be that crazy. Like, I mean, because how quick they're able to pump out games, it's just like kind of impressive.
I could see it coming out about 3 years.
Yeah.
Depending on how much work was done on that project that was basically going to be a Fallout game, if they do decide to retool that, it could be sooner even.
Yeah, sure. Now, a big question that I've had that I haven't seen a lot of discussion on is what engine they're going to be making this in. Whether it's going to be Unreal, like they've done with, like they did with Avowed and The Outer Worlds 2, or if it's going to be on the Creation Engine, like obviously they did back in the day with New Vegas. At this point, it would probably be Creation Engine 2 or 3. But I don't know. I obviously
the OG one.
my hope would be Creation Engine. I think that would keep it in
Yeah.
line with those games. But I don't know. I don't see it happening. But at the same time, I can't even imagine a Fallout game that is not built on that engine. I feel like it's so intrinsically tied to it.
Well, unless you count 1 and 2.
Sure. But in terms of like that first person gameplay,
Yeah.
I think that there are so many parts of that, whether it's like the physics or just like the kind of the texture of those worlds and those games. I think it does lend itself very well to the creation engine. And I just don't like the Outer Worlds 2 looked good in parts, but it didn't look great. And I don't know. I wonder if they could kind of pull off the same magic in Unreal. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I don't know too much about engine ramifications and stuff. Like, I don't want to talk like I know much about game development, but I do notice a lot of things that come out in that Unreal Engine tend to. It seems to have a lot of bloat.
Yeah.
And a lot of trouble like making something that runs better on lower power hardware, which is probably going to be something that we need to start considering going forward. Considering that we're back to selling 4 gigabyte graphics cards.
Yeah.
In the year 2026. So I would prefer they go with something else in general, whether it's creation or whether it's something that they were developing in house. If they were doing something, which there's no evidence for, so I don't want to act like that's a thing that could happen. But if there's anything else, I think I would prefer to Unreal.
I think if they're not going to use Unreal, or excuse me, if they're not going to use Creation Engine, then I would hope that the game like plays differently. Like it's not necessarily just like your average Fallout, or something more akin to 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Like just maybe try something unique with it.
Let's bring back what they did with Fallout Brotherhood of Steel.
Yeah, bring that back.
The Xbox game.
No,
the first one to let you play as a ghoul.
Please don't. Yeah, I think it's a great point. And both Tim Kaine, who was kind of the original creator of Fallout, who is now working again with Obsidian and presumably on this new Fallout game. He has a YouTube channel, and I think it was like a year ago. It's a really good YouTube channel, by the way. But it was about a year ago. He was talking about what it would take for him to want to make another Fallout game. And the thing he kind of said that he kind of approaches all his projects with is, what am I getting to do that is new with this that I want to do? What is this? What is kind of unexplored, not just story-wise or location-wise, but what is the main draw of this that is really drawing me to it? And it's something that that I haven't worked on before, that I've never done before. And
farming simulator.
and it's the same with Josh.
Fallout farming game.
Josh Sawyer.
Actually, a Stardew style Fallout game would go crazy. Honestly,
that could be pretty cool. Yeah, Josh Sawyer said the same thing. He's going to be the director on this new game. It's like, what about this is new and exciting, right? That we're not just making another Fallout game to make another Fallout game. And with Josh specifically, he said, that would be a big part in him even accepting to work on a Fallout game is like, I want to be able to, we don't want to have like insane limitations on like, no, we want a Fallout game in this style and this kind of thing. So I think that kind of lends to your point, Eli, of like, if they do stick with Unreal, I could see them trying something a bit different with the formula. Do you think that would look like maybe like more linear or less linear?
Yeah.
Or
I'm assuming it's still like a story based like game like that. I would think maybe more like a BioShock, kind of like you kind of go through levels, like just advance the story as a shooter, like a Half-Life, something like that. Yeah. But I also think it would be very fun to see something that's not like that at all. As I said, like a Fallout farming simulator, which I don't think that they're probably not going to be making that. But even like that, they have experience making like survival games, like with
true. That's true.
I said Grounded. Like I could see them doing something like more just a really tight survival game like set in that universe and still kind of have story, like like just really go in like almost on Fallout 4's like settlement building, like just like
I mean
I would have a heart attack.
I would love that.
Yeah.
Grounded had a pretty expansive story from what I've heard. I
think
really played it because I don't really love survival games.
Mhm.
I'm going to
He's afraid of the
open up
spiders.
Kalshi. Yeah, even with the arachnophobia mod on, knowing it's a spider and having to think about that, that's how bad it is. But I want to go ahead. I'm going to open up Kalshi. I'm going to put all of my life savings on the new Obsidian Fallout game being a match 3 puzzle game.
Okay.
In the style of Candy Crush.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say a card game. They're gonna Artifact. They're gonna like
Fallout
make their own
Legends.
card game. Yes.
What I thought was interesting, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Kinda Funny, but they did an interview, like it was like a very like impromptu over the phone interview with Todd Howard and I believe his name is Aaron Urquest,
Hamilton.
Aaron something. He's the
Aaron
lead, he's
Everquest.
the like the head of Obsidian, basically. He's like the CEO of Obsidian.
Mm.
And they were talking about it, and the crew at Kind of Funny was kind of trying to get like anything about the new Fallout game. And he was like, obviously being super dodgy, not giving any specifics, but he was like, what I can say is you'll be exploring vaults. Maybe there will be some mole rats that you shoot, and it's like, to me, obviously those are things that are intrinsic to Fallout, but that does kind of, make me think that it will be a bit more traditional, in terms of like, still being open world, still focused on exploration in whatever form that takes. But
let me pitch.
It's Borderlands. They make a Borderlands game.
Oh god.
You raid
Let
vaults.
me pitch Left 4 Dead style 4-player co-op. You're playing Brotherhood members raiding old vaults for tech.
That'd be kind of sick.
That would be kind of sick, but if that is the Obsidian Fallout game we get, I would actually burn down that studio. Like, I think they do such an incredible job at those like branching stories. I hope that is at the forefront, like it was with New Vegas. Making meaningful choices and kind of shaping the world. In terms of like the lore and what the game itself is going to tackle. Do you think it's going to be more of a sequel to New Vegas, like kind of West Coast vibe, or could you see them just kind of going fully new location, something that hasn't been explored yet?
I stick them on the West Coast.
Yeah,
probably
not full New Vegas sequel, but I'm sure it'd probably be like in that area.
Or they could go higher, go Washington.
That'd be neat.
I could see it. Yeah,
maybe middle. They could do middle America too.
Yeah, like a Midwest. Josh Sawyer like mentioned that, I think, in another interview. He was like, "Yeah, I could." This was a while ago, but he was like, "Oh, a Fallout game in the Midwest, maybe in the West Coast again, could be interesting." But they're
It'd be fun to have a Fallout game that's completely flat. They only make one plane.
Wow, porn. Wow.
I think Fallout's so steeped in Americana as a franchise. It could be interesting to look outside of that. I mean, there was like the Fallout London mod a while back, but America doesn't just mean United States of America. We could go to Mexico or Canada.
Mexico.
Really cool.
That'd be neat.
And Fallout in Mexico would be
really
sick.
Cool. Yeah, I haven't even thought of that. That would be sick.
Annex Canada
Hawaii
would be neat. Hawaii.
Yeah. There's a lot they could do. I think like it's been tossed around a lot, but I really do think a Fallout in New Orleans would be so sick, and I think Obsidian would be the studio that would be able to pull that off best. As I don't
Fallout 77 set in North Carolina.
Give Bethesda the fucking Ohio one.
Yeah, they just make another game set in West Virginia.
I don't know if I've ever shared this on the podcast before, but I was hanging out with my little sister's boyfriend when I was in London, and we're into a lot of the same bands, and I do listen to a lot of like Midwest emo type shit. And we were talking about it, and he was like, "Yeah, I really wanted to go to like Ohio or Idaho or something just to see what inspires that music." You're like, "Well, you'll understand because it's fucking bleak. You'll get why you're so sad about everything." There's nothing out there, dog.
Yeah, that's like if there's like a Fallout game in the Midwest, it's like you're raiding like Dollar Generals, I guess, and like
you're fighting off chem addicts at every step. They're like, we made this new chem, methamphetamine, the big crystal.
There's still planes flying over somehow.
We've seen. I've never been to Ohio, but I've seen it with my eyes. As is Eric.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've been to Ohio. I can't speak for that, but I know you've seen
I would
it.
take a Fallout Chicago just to have the bean in a Fallout game.
Yeah, I went to Ohio. That's where Cedar Point is, right? I think. But yeah, I went to Ohio for that, and that was very fun.
Hey, maybe they'll
explore.
Wait.
Yeah, the other kind of big part of the announcement, one of them was like, we are officially working on Fallout 5. Like, no shit. I don't even know. Like, why did you even say that? Okay. I'll play that in my nursing home when I'm 80 years old.
Robo Todd Howard, then turn him into a Robo Brain.
Guys, we're finally for real starting
32 times the
Elder Scrolls
detail.
6.
Yeah. Guys, we've left pre-production. We are officially in production.
We got someone opening a Unity file. That's right. This one's in Unity. We bought the assets already off the store. We're ready to go, boys. What a game that would be.
But yeah, one of the other big things was obviously the remasters of New Vegas and 3. Not like too much to say because we've kind of known that this was happening. It's nice to get a confirmation.
Yeah, I mean, biggest flaws with those games is that they play like shit and run like shit. So having a
they don't
plays
function.
better and runs better would be pretty nice.
Yeah, and like me and Eli have been saying for years, like just a version of New Vegas that does not crash. That is all I need. That is
every
literally
time
all
you
I need.
open a door.
Yeah.
Do you guys think they will retool the ending of 3 at all?
I doubt it.
Pretty shit.
I think I obviously they'll include the ability to keep playing once the game ends. That was introduced with the DLC. But other than that, I don't think they're gonna touch any sort of story stuff.
I hope.
And
I
don't think they.
I hope they just leave. I hope they still have the guy that's immune to radiation call you a pussy for not killing radiation.
Yeah. I really don't think those games you really need to change much. I mean, I would be over the moon if they included like cut content from New Vegas.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
Cool.
As long as they're selective with it, because some of the cut content like seems is like why were they even considering?
But even like
some of it is more time that they just didn't have time to implement it, and it still was good.
Exactly. And
it would be cool to see a new generation confused by that fucking orange ball thing that you find with Wild Wasteland outside like the first town.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
There's that Wild Wasteland trigger of like there's like 4 orange balls and it's some obscure physics problem.
Oh, weird.
What? I've never heard of that.
Yeah, me either.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff in New Vegas like that. Though there's like the like holotape override stuff that you can find like to like take over Mr. House or whatever, but like it doesn't do anything. There's so much stuff the Followers of the Apocalypse have like that thing where you like put something on his headquarters.
Yeah, the bug that you place. And then they never mention it again. They're like, "Thank you for placing that." That's it. And he knows like immediately that you put it there too. He's like,
he's like, yeah. It's like, yeah, I found that bug. And then no one ever acknowledges it ever again.
It's so weird. It makes no sense why that's even in the game. But yeah, things like tying up just little.
What are those balls?
Cool. You never found this?
I mean, isn't there like a dude that's like dead up here or something? I guess I just
a Wild
never
Wasteland find. I remember I googled it. I was like, because it triggered the Wild Wasteland. I was like,
it looked like the Dragon Balls.
What is this? I was like, what is this? And I googled it, and it's like, yeah, it's some weird.
4 balls.
Somebody says it's a reference to a game called Zyborn.
What?
Zyborn. What is this?
They should just add hundreds of new Wild Wasteland encounters that are like AI generated and don't make any sense at all.
They need to make Wild Wasteland just intrinsic to the game, or at the very least not take up a slot when you select it.
Yeah, that's a mod that
the way your camera keeps clipping, it looks like there's like a shadow demon behind you that appears every once in a while.
Oh,
like the Hat Man.
Oh no, that's a jacket hanging on my door.
It scared me for a second. I was like, "What is that?"
It looks like the Flatwoods monster.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's a reference to the Something Awful forums. I wasn't listening to anything you guys said. That's like 2 minutes. I was looking.
My
at this
jacket like
thing.
keeps clipping in, and it looks like there's a creature.
I've noticed. I've noticed your like world trying to come in around you.
It really does look like the Flatwoods monster. It has like the same silhouette. Oh, that is so funny.
The Zyborn Clock is a notorious 2003 internet meme and failed collaborative video game project from the Something Awful forums. Conceived as an overly ambitious 100-hour voiced steampunk RPG, it collapsed within weeks due to creative bloat, lack of organization, and incomprehensible time travel logic.
What?
That's what the orange balls are.
To do with 4 balls.
I guess it's a reference to it.
Okay.
Why did the 4 balls not get a magic card?
True.
Did they even
That's-
care?
That's the real question.
That's why we need another Fallout set.
Oh man.
Give me like 20 more strong cards.
Yeah, can we get 3 copies of each Fallout 4 companion again? That'd be really cool. Why did Mama Murphy not get a card, Brad? That is the biggest
No,
insult.
that is so
What would the
crazy.
Mama Murphy
Biggest
card
omission.
do? And, like take meth and die? Like, great card, guys. Thanks.
Maybe like you could put +1/+1 counters on her like 3 times and you get a scry.
And then
But
she
whenever you
dies.
did it like the 3rd time, she just died.
You lose the game.
Oh my god. Yeah, and then another big thing, Eli, I was curious what you thought of the Fallout 76 reveal of a Raven Rocks expansion.
Yeah, that's very strange. Because it's like a prequel or something
Yeah,
to it. It's like
to
it's what
Fallout
it said.
3.
It's like what?
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, it makes sense in the sense that presumably the Fallout 3 remaster is coming out first, so they'll have something
okay,
to tie in with that.
I think I misread that then. I have been thinking this entire time that it was a prequel to Anchorage, Alaska, and I was like, how does that make any sense
Oh
at
no,
all?
I don't think so.
Okay. No, you definitely are right. That
Okay.
makes 1000% more sense.
Okay.
Because I was like, what? Are they gonna is Fallout 76 gonna like have the hollow beds or whatever, and you can like go back in time? But yeah, that makes way more sense. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Raven Rocks.
Okay, I'm more excited for that then though.
Yeah, it's.
I had thought it was
formation.
Raven Rock State Park.
Well,
Coming
it's.
down into North Carolina. And I was like, oh.
Well, it is. It's. Here, this is from Reddit. Raven Rocks is a formation within the Blue Ridge Mountains. It spans Virginia, West Virginia, Maryland, and Pennsylvania. So,
Oh my goodness.
it will serve as a. This is according to AI. I don't know if this is correct. It will serve as a prequel story to Fallout 3, exploring the early history of the iconic Enclave military base. Which I think makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know if they
with
said
what
all
I
that. But
remember.
that makes sense though.
Yeah, I think they're just extrapolating from the fact that it's called Raven Rock and it's a prequel to Fallout 3.
I mean, people have been wanting an Enclave expansion for a while, so that makes sense.
Cool way to do it.
I just wish that the game would function. I know this is a me problem. Every time I boot the game, it just crashes now, and I don't know why.
Dude,
Don't know how
no,
to fix it.
that's why I
Yeah.
stopped playing recently because we were getting back into it, but it was like every either it would like open on the wrong monitor and I couldn't get it on the right one, or it would crash every 3 seconds, or like my frame rate was terrible. It's just like it just doesn't work. So like I don't know. I can't
kind of
even
at a
get
point-
into the game to cancel Fallout first. That is literally how bad it is.
No, yeah, that's the same for me.
They've drained like $80 from my bank account because the game doesn't work. Like what?
Go to your like Bethesda profile on
Yeah, I'm gonna have to because that is so crazy.
like in browser. Yeah, I mean, for me, Fallout 76, I like it, but I'm like, I think I'd rather just boot up Destiny if I'm playing a game like that these days.
Yeah, I 100% agree. Too bad Destiny's no longer getting any content, and Fallout 76.
I have.
I want to try
8
Infestations. Those
billion
look
hours
cool,
into it.
but
Yeah, it sounds neat.
Come play Destiny instead.
I'm
Yeah.
good.
brother.
But yeah, that's kind of the bulk of the Fallout stuff. I will say it is crazy, like that day of reveals. Everybody has like their bucket list for what they want to see in the video game world. A new Obsidian Fallout game and a remaster of Fallout New Vegas were like one of the top things on my list. So for both of those things to get confirmed is like many of my dreams are coming to fruition. So I am incredibly excited. Obviously,
No, just do those infamous ports.
yeah. Yeah, exactly. We need the
I
Infamous
know.
ports and Titanfall 3. Then my life is complete.
Oh,
I
I
can die happy.
I can die.
I misunderstood what you said, and I thought you were saying that you wanted a Fallout sports game. I was like,
Now,
Yeah.
hold on.
I was like, Fallout
We got
sports.
some cooking. Like a weird Fallout, like Wasteland sport.
It's like Mario
Make the
tennis.
version of baseball that guy was talking about in Fallout 4.
Yeah, yeah, where you like go kill people with
Yeah.
baseball bats.
They should make
be the
that like a
Quidditch
Fallout
champions
Shelter
of
mini
Fallout.
game or something. That would be cool.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Drop Fallout Shelter 2.
Yeah,
No, that's what I was
that's
thinking.
what
Yeah,
Obsidian's working on.
Obsidian's Fallout Shelter 2.
Oh god.
Give me
Okay.
Fallout Blades.
I know we'd like said it a little bit, but like even like just having a functioning version of New Vegas is just gonna be so good.
Yeah.
Because it's
Yeah.
like I love playing it so much, but it's just like after a couple days of having to, you're like listening to the radio in a building and you try to go outside and then it's like because you're stuck in the, and it's like you just crash and I'm like, okay, cool, let me just restart 8
Yeah.
hours of progress. Thank you.
Dude,
I'm so glad that
when I
happened.
play now, I just can't look at the sky because when I look at the sky, everything starts like glitching in and out, like the mountain ranges and stuff, and my
What?
FPS goes down to like 10. When I'm indoors, it works completely fine. But when I'm outside and I'm looking at the ground, it's also fine. But then when I look at the sky, everything just starts glitching out and I can't play it. It like, what are we
What a
doing?
game.
And I'm also worried because if it is
Crazy.
Virtuous Studios who did the Oblivion remaster, apparently that remaster is also still broken. Like people, especially on PC, like people are still getting crashes
really?
for it and stuff. So like, can you imagine they release a remaster of Fallout New Vegas and it's still happening? Like that is
That
a
would be
possibility,
torturous.
which is
I
terrifying.
would be fine. Like I'm happy for them to leave in like the funny bugs, but get the crash bugs out of it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The in-game like glitches, like I don't care about that. It's just let me play the game.
Just
Like
let me
that's
play it.
That's
Yeah.
all I want. Oh man.
I mean, half the fun of like Skyrim was seeing the weird shit that the creation engine decided to do on a whim.
Yeah. It's definitely part of the charm for sure. But okay, next on the list we've got Elden Ring movie has wrapped filming.
Yes, director Alec Garland, produced by A24.
Alex.
They have finished filming the movie. It is set. I said Alex.
Oh, I thought you said Alec. Sorry.
Nope.
Creator of the
Stupid.
Backrooms.
Yeah, it's produced by A24. It's scheduled for release on March 3rd, 2028, because post-production takes a long time for movies.
Especially this one, I assume.
But it could
Got
be kind of
clips of
fire.
gameplay.
Not gonna lie. Have you
They-
guys
they got
heard
someone
like, the
playing through the whole
story
game.
Have you guys heard how this got made, basically?
Maybe, but enlighten us.
So this could be hearsay. I got this from sources that were not like Alex Garland himself. But the story,
ChatGPT
where the
wrote this
story,
one up for me.
You got a real
Grok
Hank
confirmed
Green
this.
over here.
Grok confirmed this. Yeah, but the story that I heard from a few separate people goes that Alex Garland basically just wrote like I think it was like 160-page script and 40 pages of like production images, and then got on a plane and flew himself to Japan to pitch it to the studio without like any confirmation, without any producer backing him. And then A24 decided to pick it up after that. So he was just so excited about the prospect of making a movie for this game that he took the cost of doing this on himself to go and speak to Hidetaka Miyazaki and get cooking.
Just wanted it.
He just wanted it that bad. Which, a lot of these adaptations, we've had good video game adaptations, mostly in TV shows, rather than movies.
I'm about to say mostly, but recently mostly. Sure, yes.
Are there that many good video game movies?
Yeah, no, I don't know that there are
Borderlands.
that many bad
Doom
video
one.
game TV shows.
No.
off the top of my head.
But I
These
mean,
goats like the Pac-Man,
good
the
shows.
Ghostly Adventures.
that's a show,
That's
not
a
a movie.
show.
But
Well, no, I
was
mean you
one
were
of
saying shows are good. It's the goats. I'm like thinking of the
Yeah, but I
good
mean, there's
shows.
like Fallout,
Pac-Man, the
Last
Ghostly
of Us,
Adventures.
Yeah. I mean, Castlevania.
Castlevania, Fire,
Halo.
Okay, yeah, that's bad.
Okay, bud.
That's a bad one.
I didn't say all the video game shows are good. But having somebody that is that passionate about the source material, and Elden Ring is a good source material to draw from. It was written by George R. R. Martin.
So do you think it's
So
going to
I
be
really get something.
a retelling of the lore of the game,
I think it's pretty much confirmed it's going to be post Shattering.
Okay.
Which is kind of a bummer, because we've gotten a lot of that. Like we have
That's what the game is.
itself.
Yeah.
And there's also the Elden Ring Road to the Erd Tree manga. There is an official manga for it. It's actually really funny. It's a full comedy. It was an interesting decision, but there's so much stuff that we'd like to see from the Shattering that I'm like, I kind of wish that that's what it was about.
They could have
I'll
some.
take it. I'll take it.
Yeah, there could be some cool flashback sequences of showing some of the marquee events. Could be cool.
Yeah, I'm curious which ending they'll go for. I'm guessing Age of the Stars. If I had to take a guess at that,
I had never beat it, so I couldn't tell you.
I've never played it.
These guys, I'm with filthy casuals on this podcast.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. The one thing you mentioned about this is kind of a side note, but in terms of looking things up with Grok or whatever, I'm convinced. First, shout out to all the people that commented on the Fallout news reel that did pretty well on Instagram.
Yeah, popped off.
Yeah,
there was a lot of great engagement, so I'm very appreciative for
there
all
was
of
a
that.
comment yesterday that made me laugh. I don't know if you saw some guy tweeted was good work, buddy. Or
oh
something.
no, yeah, that is a person I know in person who.
Oh, okay.
Who I was like, it's a long story. I can tell off air, but yeah, he left a nice little comment on there. But
okay, I thought it was very funny. I just thought it was some random.
No. But again, shout out to everybody that left a comment. We really do appreciate it, especially those that left one in good faith. But I will say some of you need to check where you're getting your information from, because a lot of the people in those comments were just like, oh, I looked it up. So apparently this game is actually going to take place in Botswana, and they're actually bringing the settlement building back from Fallout 4. And I'm like, brother, literally none of what you're saying has even been remotely mentioned or confirmed or talked about. So and that was happening multiple times. And then there were people
who thought you were lying. There was some people that'd be like, "Why are you not telling the truth?" And is it's like
what? So yeah, again, shout out to all of you, but just check your sources.
Know your place.
No, that's not what I mean. That's not what I'm saying.
Sit the fuck back down.
No. But sorry.
I do think it would be cool if, for this Elden Ring movie, if they did the Restless or Loathsome Dung Eaters ending. Mm-hmm. That'd be a fun one to see. When he wants to give everyone the poop disease, and then give everyone the poop disease. That'd be a cool one to end on.
Yeah. That'd be great. They should do They should make it a multiverse story where we see all the different endings.
Yeah, you see all the endings.
The portals open and all the different they all come out.
Ooh, yeah, like Night Rain. We make it a Night Rain movie.
Ooh. Oh. Now we're cooking. But yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of information out about it beyond that it's confirmed with a date.
Yeah.
We'll see if that date holds true.
Yeah, they'll pull the Batman 2, and they'll be like, yeah, we know we said it was coming out this year, but it's actually coming out in 4 years from now.
Could happen.
We don't even need to talk about that. I don't even want to discuss it.
It probably won't even be that good anyway, guys. It's fine.
The Elden Ring movie?
You better not be talking about the Batman 2.
The Batman 2.
Okay. I'm going to kick you from this call.
Sure, bud. Yeah, Absolute Peak might not be that good, guys.
I haven't watched the first one.
It's so good. It's so good.
Eli, did I hallucinate that you told me recently that Fox has seen every Marvel movie?
Every Marvel movie up, but not to Endgame. That's what I was saying.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Well, I didn't see Captain Marvel because I hate women. Notoriously.
Sure. Oh, okay. Oh, my mistake.
But you've seen most. You've seen a lot of the Marvel movies. Okay.
Yeah, I got to Ant-Man and the Wasp, and then I stopped.
No, you watched Infinity War. I thought. Didn't you say that?
Ant-Man and the Wasp was after Infinity War.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
That's crazy.
I did not know that. I didn't know that.
I also I did see Deadpool and Wolverine, so that's technically the most
Mm.
recent one I've seen. It was all right.
Yeah. I was just curious.
We watched that.
But moving on.
Yeah, I watch like good movies, not like the Batman.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on.
Like
Average Red Letter Media.
Oh my god.
It's on the list one day.
You should definitely watch this.
It's very good.
But in other news, Magic: The Gathering has recently they've revealed
Oh my goodness.
3 new in-universe sets coming out next year. Which is so crazy. If the internet was anything to go by, you would think that they don't make these anymore. That it's
yeah. Well, they don't. They don't actually.
Yeah.
They rely. These are coming back for the first time in 5 years.
Yeah. So we've got Noctis, the Sunken Realm on February 5th. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry. Before you start this, I do want to just where you did bring up Universes Beyond real quick. It is very strange to me that none of them have been announced for next year yet. Because I really thought we had Comic-Con last weekend, and then Gen Con is this weekend, currently happening, and they haven't announced any of the Universes Beyond for next year, which I think is very strange. I really thought we would know at least 1 or 2 by now.
Didn't they do a similar? Isn't this what they did last year, where they revealed the rest of them at MagicCon Atlanta? Isn't that what happened?
No, MagicCon Atlanta, they announced just all the new stuff.
Oh, okay.
They announced all the because Atlanta remember last year happened in September or something. It was a lot earlier than it is this year.
Gotcha.
Was it September?
I think
maybe.
it was. I think it was.
That sounds right.
Yeah, that sounds right. But yeah, hopefully they reveal the rest of them at MagicCon Atlanta, because we'll be there, and that would be sick.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Noctis, the Sunken Realm on February 5th, Kamigawa Titan Breach on June 4th, and Zalfir on October 1st. These
banger.
Yeah, quick, just
honestly,
super quick description
crazy.
off the dome. Noctis is kind of underwater plane. So yeah, that all sorts of different
the whole plane's
creatures
underwater,
and civilizations and stuff. Pretty cool.
And all the people and stuff are in diving suits and stuff.
Yeah.
So they're in subs.
It's a really cool aesthetic. Kamigawa Titan Breach. Kamigawa is kind of the futuristic Japanese type set. And then the Titan Breach part of it is where Ikoria is kind of invading the plane. Ikoria is the plane of monsters. It's just full of all different sorts of beasts.
So they're big kaijus.
Yeah. So just absolute peak, completely knocking it out of the park.
I'm very, very excited for that.
And then Zalfir, which is a Afrofuturist kind of fantasy type plane, a la. I don't know. Does it kind of have
it's not
a
very
futuristic?
futurist.
Yeah. I guess it's more fantasy.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Real quick, I'm looking at the MagicCon Atlanta site at the moment, and I'm just checking the merch and stuff. The Tezzeret's Ethereum Emporium T-shirt is all in stock except the 5XL. Shocker. Before it comes at me, that's probably what I'd be getting. So
that's why you're disappointed.
I am. I'm crying and pissing.
Not a single small or medium soul.
Usual suspects.
Yeah, these all of them sound and look sick. They've shown a good amount of art and I don't think they've shown any
3
cards
videos
for
for
any
each.
of them, but
no cards.
But yeah, they all look and sound sick. I think we've discussed a lot that I think the past few years of in-universe sets have not been great. I think more often than not, the Universes Beyond sets have just been better, in my opinion. There's definitely been some standouts in universe wise, but I think on average,
Bloomburrow was really good. Tarkir was really good. Foundations was really good.
Yeah,
if you want to count that.
Foundations was a good set, but it's I guess in terms of utilizing a plane or whatever, it's kind of.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'd say it's in universe the same way that these are.
Sure,
it's more more like a Masters set.
Yeah.
There's definitely been some big stinkers, but I feel like a lot of them have been at least decent.
Yeah, but these seem like they have the potential to be kind of just bangers across the board. Yeah. This is more what I expect from new planes and revisiting old ones. They all seem like great novel ideas. I mean, Kamigawa's like kaijus and mechs fighting. Like, sure, it's like a bit gimmicky, which is like my main problem with a lot of these sets.
It's
but
still the one I'm going to spend $800.
Yeah, and it works perfectly with the planes that they're choosing to do this on.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm super.
That is
super
of the three. I do think for me, Kamigawa is the one that I am most excited for.
I agree.
All the yapping about Tokusatsu that I do, of course, the one that's mechs and kaiju's fighting is the one I'm going to spending an obscene amount on.
I love both of those original sets, Kamigawa and Ikoria, so this is going to be really cool.
Same here.
Well,
and then
I mean, Neon Dynasty isn't the original Kawagama, but yes.
Oh, true.
Zofier's aesthetic looks really cool.
Yeah, I really like the costume design that they did for that set. Looks really cool.
The faces, like the kind of like facial structures being kind of ever present throughout like all the different parts of the plane. Is like a really like striking like design. It's really cool.
The Noctis, I'm a little concerned about how Hitlerian the Murlocs may get. But I think I like underwater settings. I wouldn't be surprised if they took the excuse to give some like Elder God Cthulhu type shit.
That would be cool.
Yeah, I could see that being like really maybe cool. Like what the humans are like looking for or something, like to like unearth it. That'd be neat.
I know they talked a little bit about not having like flying as a mechanic too much because it's underwater.
Well, I think they said there's not going to be any flying in it.
Yeah,
there's no. I think they said it's like the first set ever to not have it. But there's going to be a replacement.
I could see Black especially going for like Elder God, Lovecraftian, like.
Well, I mean, just stuff that's deep in the ocean is like weird and disgusting. So
creepy ass.
Yeah, like those weird ass squids that I hate.
Yeah, those.
Yeah, the ones like the one behind you sneaking up on you.
What do you guys?
We gotta see the cards, but I think it'll be sick.
Yeah. Very much looking forward to it. What do you guys think the Universes Beyond sets will be?
Okay, I offer the first one. Well, do you have? I don't. Since we can't see what you're showing, if you could show the 2027 roadmap thing, that'd make this a little easier. Because it also shows the Magic Cons, which is where I'm getting my speculation. There being a MagicCon in Tokyo, May 14th to May 16th, and then the set right before that being unannounced Universes Beyond, it's going to be some anime set. It's either an anime set or like Power Rangers. Yeah, because they theme the one like it's usually themed to the set that came out like before or the same day as the MagicCon. So I think that'll be some anime set or like Dragon Quest or some Japanese video game. It'll be something Japanese for sure.
Dragon Quest would actually go crazy. I mean, I would love a like Sentai Kamen Rider type.
Yeah, I think Power Rangers is also very likely.
Hasbro's been sort of touchy about Power Rangers lately, but we'll see. It could happen.
I mean, but the since they just own like the rights for it, it's like that's just a free Universes Beyond. Like they don't have to pay any money for it.
I don't think that it necessarily would have the draw that they would want for a Universes Beyond set, because the general goal of Universes Beyond is to pull new people into the game, and Power Rangers and stuff is very popular. Like, but it's sort of more in the realm of nostalgia now. I mean, there hasn't been a new season of it since Cosmic Fury a few years back.
When does the Netflix show come out? Is it my?
They're doing a Disney Plus series actually.
Or Disney? Yeah, my mistake.
I
Sorry,
don't
I'll kill myself.
know. They're coming up with it. It's probably just going to be more Mighty Morphin Slop, which is fine. But I would see. I would think a Power Rangers Secret Lair would be more likely, unless they're just doing Commander decks.
Yeah, decks as well.
I can see that.
But yeah, a full set, I'm not sure. But I could see them doing like, like here's a Mighty Morphin and a In Space and a like Samurai Commander deck just to throw out there.
A Dino, they could do Dino one. That'd be cool.
That's what Mighty Morphin is. Flarper.
Oh. I never said to be a fan.
I could see them doing stuff with that. A full Universes Beyond set, as much as I would spend way too much money on it, I don't know if they would do that necessarily.
I think anime
Uh,
is probably the best bet. Some anime.
Yeah.
I don't know which one though.
It is tricky because so many animes already have licensed card games through
I mean,
like Bandai
something like Final
Namco.
Fantasy did, and they did Magic, and
True.
they made $1 million
Yeah, but
Yeah,
they
that's
have
like,
ones
and it was the
going
most
now.
profitable entertainment launch of all time, or whatever. Yeah.
They have ones going now though. Like there's Dragon Ball has a card game right now. Bandai Namco, like every franchise under their belt has like one that plays with itself. Like it's like it's like a big crossover one.
The Final
Uh,
Fantasy one's still ongoing because they
it's
made
it.
crossover cards for it. Yeah,
Huh. Well, fuck me, I guess.
LARP.
Okay, you got me back. You got me back. That's fine.
The LARP meter is 1-to-1 right now.
I think I
uh,
don't know if they would do this, but a double masters set would be kind of cool. Which double
I think
masters is like the Japanese card game that's basically with Magic over
mm,
there.
Oh, I
That'd be
the
very
never heard
cool.
of that.
or Duel Masters.
Dual masters,
Oh,
excuse me.
Ah, that's
okay.
2 on Eli's LARP meter.
Look, my words
I would
just don't
say
work good.
I think the absolute funniest answer would be if they just did a Yu-Gi-Oh set.
Oh, that'd be funny. That would be
That
really
would
funny.
fucking destroy me. That'd be so good.
I mean, even Pokemon, a
Uh,
Pokemon set would be really funny too.
yeah.
That
But
would be so
as
good.
much as I would love, Pokemon Magic cards, I do not want that to bring over the the sickness that is in that
Yeah.
realm.
That would be impossible to buy. I think if there was anything, a Dragon Ball set would make $1 million bajillion.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Uh,
I
Eric,
could
what
see,
anime would you like?
I would like.
that I would like.
I mean, I've only seen a handful of anime, but I think like an Attack on Titan set would go so crazy and would be so cool. It's no longer like it's not like a
Cool face.
running series, so that makes it a little bit tough. Like it's over. I don't know if they would do that. But yeah, other than that, like a lot of the other ones I've seen, I don't know how well they would translate. I don't know how realistic it would be. So yeah, that would probably be my pick.
It's hard to like pick one specifically that I think has the meat on its bones to be translated into a full set.
He's gonna say
like
One
Dragon Ball
Piece.
could. One Piece, it would be all over the room. It would be sticky and dripping off the walls. But the One Piece card game makes so much money. I find it hard to think that they would. Even
I don't
with
know.
some things like Final Fantasy coming out, I'm like,
I just don't think that they really cannibalize each other. Like, if you already play the One Piece card game, I don't think you're gonna go like, let me never play the One Piece card game again, just because there's
yeah,
one Magic set.
it does have more of a collector fan base around it than.
But like as do
People
most
definitely
other
play
card
it, but-
games, though, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I
that's
think
true.
that is kind of how those are.
I think Yu-Gi-Oh and Magic are more the ones that people play. But I mean, there's definitely people that play Pokemon. There's people that play One Piece. People that play whatever
Sure.
the fuck. They did just come out with a new Gundam card game. I kind of want to check out.
I could see them doing something mech themed, or I don't know if they do like another kind of mech thing this same year as Kamigawa, but I could
Yeah.
see like next year them doing one, because like they kind of did like Edge of Eternities, and then they did Star Trek, which is kind of like there's kind of parallels to that.
Mhm.
I think I wouldn't surprise me if they grabbed some anime thing. With how much they've been doing Hatsune Miku stuff.
I mean, they have to open the anime floodgates eventually.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and once they do, it's over.
For sure. Yeah, I think that's a good bet. Some sort of anime set. I think we're definitely gonna get a Marvel set, so hopefully X-Men.
Yeah,
Fingers crossed.
That's gonna be one of
I'm
them.
sure that will probably be
Uh,
the second Universes Beyond
yeah.
set. I think they'll probably have that
Probably
mid-year.
third. I'd probably say like a full Wallace and Gromit set.
Yeah,
yeah. We've been missing the Wallace and
we're
Gromit,
due for that one. We're due.
representation.
I wouldn't be shocked about a secret lair though.
That would be cool.
Even
I'd
if
buy
not
it.
just straight up Wallace and Gromit, I think they could, because they did that Play-Doh one like last
Yeah.
year, and that one of the Hobbit secret layers this year is also like clay. I could see them getting that like studio to make
like
some
an Aardman secret lair
in that
or whatever.
style.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that'd be neat.
They do throw in a curveball typically.
I could see a video game. I think it might be like some sort of a video game.
Like a Skyrim, or sorry, like an Elder Scrolls.
Yeah,
I
Skyrim.
could see that.
Yeah.
I think we're due for that
Skyrim,
one.
Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Legend of Zelda.
Oof, that would be Crazy.
because they announced that partnership, and you know what happened when they announced that Marvel partnership, and then we got Marvel sets. But
Wait.
that was specifically for Magic. But
They announced what partnership?
had Hasbro announced like a Nintendo partnership, and they
Oh,
showed off
okay.
a bunch of like Zelda figures that they were like, yeah, where's this partnership? Here's the figures, you can buy them, or maybe pre-order them. But
Okay, well, maybe
it might be coming.
Well, they also just
I know
did,
people would hate it, but
they did Star Wars and D&D, right? Like that's a crossover that was just
yes,
revealed. So
and World of Warcraft, they did Warcraft too.
So like those are two just those are
make
bound
the
to
third one
happen at some point.
Make the November one a Hearthstone set, brother.
Oh man.
I'd be buying it up.
I mean, I'm sure it would just be a WoW set, but there would be Hearthstone cards.
Oh, for
If
sure.
they don't have my goat Hearthstone brew in there, I'm pissed.
Fucking pissed.
I'm mad, bro. I will firebomb someone. Maybe my neighbor.
Lift that. I will say, if that X-Men set does come out August 6th, I will be going to MagicCon Las Vegas. If that's what it's themed around.
Well, see, that's another reason I think that it will be Marvel themed, because I think like Vegas is probably one of the bigger Magic Cons, and then they probably this year it was Marvel was like kind of one of the themes for that Magic Con, so I think that could be likely.
Okay, makes sense.
Oh, you know what? The third one could be. It could be Cosmere.
That's right.
Stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He's been doing a lot of work with WotC lately. He's always said that if he were to do a Universes Beyond thing, he wouldn't want it to just be commander decks. He'd want to do a full drop.
Oh, really? He's just like gone out and said that?
Yeah. Yes. He said that he would be willing to do it. I think he's been in talks with them even, he said. But it just hasn't like worked out yet. So it's incredibly possible. With the Mistborn movie coming out too for Apple TV, I could definitely see a Cosmere set finally coming, which I will spend. Oh god, that would be bad. That one would be bad.
Do you not think though that they would want to push that to when the movie is going to come out? Because I think the movie, like he just announced that the first draft of the script was done or turned in. So that's not that movie's a ways away. Like so maybe they would try to line that up.
It's possible they wait, but the books are also extremely popular.
Oh sure,
right?
for sure.
But they could try to line it up a little more though. I wouldn't be shocked about that.
I'm pretty sure he had a reveal card for The Hobbit. Also,
he did, yeah. He had two.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, because he, I think he chose to reveal like a couple uncommons, because he plays a lot of cube.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
A little Minecraft. Yeah, the Minecraft set. I could see it. Maybe not this soon, but an Xbox property.
Thought of that. A Minecraft set would actually.
No, it'd be crazy. Me and friend of the show Ben were talking about Halo. That Halo could possibly support a whole set.
Oh, for sure.
If it weren't like behind the library begging for pennies at the moment, I would think so.
Well, that's why I don't think it would happen. I don't think it would happen this soon. But I could see the Xbox being like, please give us something.
Give us Halo.
Yeah.
Give me a needler I can equip to something.
But I mean, that's similar to Elder Scrolls. But I think Elder Scrolls would be maybe a little more likely since we already had Fallout.
Yeah. All right. Y'all ready to move on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't. There's nothing else I'm.
Chud's talking about what Fortnite crossovers they want in their card game.
Yeah, I would like to do a full video where we talk about just like a long discussion. Where we talk about
I think we might have discussed
beyond.
that. That'd be fun.
We
can all present ones we want.
Yeah.
Even because there are a lot of properties too that I would like to see represented that I'm like I don't think would make a full set, but it would be good for secret layers.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think we talked about recently, like Indiana Jones would be so cool. I would love some like imagine the artifacts they could reskin to like Ark of the Covenant,
and I think
the Dial of Destiny.
If we do a video like that and we make like kind of little presentations, doing things like that where it's like, oh, here's some ideas of like a couple cards they could do, or here's kind of what the archetypes might be for this property or whatever. That'd be fun.
If we're breaking down video concepts, let's do that off pod.
We're teasing the audience.
Eric, Eric, I want to hear you've been playing Peak. It would seem.
Well, I sorry. Before we move on, just very quickly, I have been toying with the idea of starting. Like, I think it would be fun to start like designing magic cards just like on properties. I was thinking about designing a card for like every plant in Plants vs Zombies, and like the zombies. I think that would be really
That
fun.
would be
I've been
cool.
I've been toying with that idea.
I like that.
So that we might see that come to fruition.
Okay.
We should do a short where we talk about it like those two guys talking about the Plants vs Zombies.
Yeah. They added Bindi to the pea shooter.
That's a really fun idea, though. I like that idea of like creating, like just like theory crafting, creating cards for these different properties. That would be.
Well, look into that.
Yeah. Stay tuned.
Enough nerd shit, Eric.
Video game have you been playing?
I have been playing Peak. I've been playing a lot of Peak recently, but I brought to the table today.
Not the game Peak. We should be clear.
Sure. A game.
You climbing a mountain, Eric?
You know, I kind of am. I kind of am climbing. I don't know if you'd really call it a mountain, but I am climbing a underground cavern system in Hollow Knight Silksong. I played a good bit.
Oh my goodness!
Or I beat Act 1 last year. The kind of tail end of last year, and then I kind of dropped it for a bit. I tend to do that a lot with longer games like that. It is very rare for me to play a game in one sitting. But yeah, I've been getting back into Silksong. I think I'm nearing the end of Act 2. And spoilers, for those that aren't aware, I do know that there is an Act 3. So I look forward to getting to that. But yeah, I love it. I don't like Hollow Knight. I've tried to play that game like 4 different times, and I just cannot
We
get
gotta fight.
Interesting.
We gotta fight now.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. I just am not a fan. But Silksong.
Have you gotten to the Mothwing cloak, like the dash, the first Hornet fight?
Yes. Yeah, I got past that.
Okay, if it's still not clicking for you after that, when you can dash around.
And I think maybe once I beat Silksong, I could see myself giving it one more like good try. Since I kind of know like the peaks that at least Silksong can reach. And
did you ever get to Mantis Claw, the wall jump?
I don't remember.
That's when the game really opens up in the first one. But this is my Silksong.
Yeah. Yeah, I am loving it. There, a million amazing things have been said about this game. I don't have too much to add other, it is, I think it is a feat of game design in many ways. One way that I think it differentiates from Hollow Knight that I think it was able to do it to great effect was the introduction of the like quest system and like completing these tasks. And like, I think at its face, I think, it's easy to be hesitant about that, and it's easy to be, wonder if that will fit into a game that's like as tightly designed as Hollow Knight. And whether it needs that, I guess. But I think the way that Silksong implements the quest, you'll reach these like sanctuaries almost throughout the map. Where bugs will congregate once you've kind of cleared the area, or you'll just meet like shopkeepers or random people out on your thing, and they'll give you these very simple quests. It'll be like, oh, I'm missing someone, or I'm missing an item, I'm missing this and that. So the premise of the quest is often not like super intriguing, but it's more the execution of it. So it very often it'll be like, oh, I need this like nectar or something. It's like, okay, well, I don't know where to find that nectar right now, but maybe I'll come to it at some point. And it is so often you're not just, oh, I found the nectar, let me head back. There's always something. There's always a twist on it. And I think the mark of a good quest in any video game is having at least the smallest interesting hook or twist on what you're doing. And I think this game does that so well, whether it's like a funny line of dialogue or a couple traps that you have to navigate to get to this item. Or I just did one recently where it's like, oh, I bought this, this like quest is like, oh, you need to collect these 5 ingredients from around the world. And I'm talking to a shopkeeper and he's like, oh yeah, I have one of them. You got to pay me 400 rosaries. I'm like, okay, let me pay 400. And then he's like, oh yeah, it's just in the cellar right down below. Go and take care of it. And I'm like, okay, or like go grab it. Just make sure you grab the right one. And so I go down there and I'm like, oh, there's like all these like moths down here. And then when you go and grab it, the like floor collapses from under you, and these ants who you fought kind of in
billion ants.
Yeah, they're like ant warriors. They're like crazy ass, like there's like brutes and all different sorts of enemy types. It's just like this huge ambush that you have to face then. And there's like a few waves of them, and you have to kill them all. And then you get the oil. You go back up to the guy, and what is her name? Needle? No, Needle is the weapon. What is the main character's name? Hornet. Thank you. Hornet's like, hey, I think she's like, yeah, you have quite the ant problem down there. Did you neglect to tell me that? Did you forget about that? He's like, oh, really? I didn't even know that was like still down there. And she's like, well, it's kind of hard to miss. He's like, well, you're very capable, so I'm sure it wasn't too big of a problem for you. And it's just like, I think in any other game, it's like, sure, maybe you'll go somewhere to collect something, and there will be some enemies you have to fight to get it. But it's couching it in this context that just makes it interesting. And the combat in and of itself is so much fun, and the traversal is so much fun, that all you need in a game like this is a good enough reason for me to continue to experience that combat and to experience the gameplay. And Silksong at every single turn has that in strides. So, yeah.
Hornet is so much more acrobatic than the Ghost from the first game.
Yeah.
That it just everything that you do feels like it has sauce. Like even just the running around the way that she does.
Yeah, when you first get that sprint, like it's insane. Like that's when it really
opens up the planet.
Clicked for me. I was like, wow,
and this feels so good.
Oh my gosh, the movement and platforming in that game is incredible.
I had so much Hollow Knight muscle memory that it was a little tricky for me to get used to like the diagonal dive that she does with her standard crest. But I quickly, once I got used to it, it became my favorite one to use. I used the Hunter's Crest the whole game.
Yeah, that I've tried all the other ones I've gotten, but none of them have like made me want to switch off from the initial one just because it feels so good.
Yeah,
it's so like
it just feels so good once you get it in there. Yeah, and then just the world itself is so interesting and like cool to explore around. Having Hornet as a voiced protagonist is
not voiced,
a big departure from the first game. Well,
I guess kind of.
Speaking,
she makes yeah. She makes
a character with written voice.
Yeah.
In the way that the Ghost in the first game was not your silent protagonist in the first game. Hornet's perspective on the world is so interesting and funny a lot of the time.
Yeah.
She's like a very dry wit about her. It always feels like she's like 3 seconds from killing someone.
Yeah.
Which is funny. One thing I really loved, the first game had the Hunter's Journal where you met this big like beast thing, just glowing eyes that are speaking to you. And he gives you a journal where every enemy that you beat, it tells you about what the enemy is. And then once you've killed enough of them, it gives his notes on hunting them down and what he thinks of them. And in Silksong, they also have a bestiary like that. But this time it's little notes that Hornet writes.
Yeah.
And those little notes add a lot to her character when you're reading through them. Some of them are really funny. Like you find out that she likes fluffy things a lot, which is not something you may initially expect. Or she speaks about certain characters in certain ways, like especially bosses and named characters that you encounter. So provides insight on those. And it's really fascinating seeing her take on things a lot of the time, which is fun. What's the last boss you beat? Do you remember?
It's tough because before I stopped playing last year, I had just beat, I think, Trollio. And then,
unfortunately... Last year, I thought you said you only did Act 1.
That's a good point. I guess I got a bit... I got a little bit into Act 2 then. But I took a different... So, what happened was I beat Trollio, I took a long break, and then when I transferred my save, it, like, put me back a few hours. And so I had not beaten the Clockwork Dancers, or the Cogwork Dancers, and I had not beaten Trollio. And so I instead, but I did go on and make a lot more progress that I hadn't made. And then I went back and beat those bosses. So I beat Trollio recently. I want to say that might have been the the last like major boss. I've pretty much cleared all quests and stuff other than in the area I'm exploring now, which is it's like to the left of the Grand Bellway, and it's like in this I don't know what the area is called, but it's kind of one of the only places I have left that I can explore without. I assume I'll get a double jump at some point without the double jump. But
you'll be surprised how much more meat is on.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah,
the game, like when you explore more,
Yep.
it is. Yeah, it's so fucking fun. I've been thinking a lot about friction in game design and how important I think it is. Because the keep inventory debate in Minecraft is one that I think of a lot, where like a lot of people prefer to play with it on because the penalty for death is so harsh, but turning it off, it feels like, well,
That's
what's the
baby
point of
mode.
caring if I die or not?
Yeah.
I think Terraria meets a better middle ground in those things, but it's the consequence.
Yeah, because with Terraria, at least you lose something.
Yeah, things that are annoying are part of what make games stick in your mind. Even there's a point it gets to where it's like, okay, now this is making the game worse. But I always think of there's a scene in Frasier where Frasier and his brother Niles are coming back from dinner, and Niles is like, that dinner was almost perfect with the exception that they did not have a good wine there. I'm paraphrasing because they're very pseudo-intellectual when they speak.
Yeah.
He goes, yes, but that's even better in some ways because now we have the only thing better than a perfect dinner, a dinner with one small flaw you get to complain about. I think that's true. The more I think of it, is having those things that everyone can sort of bond over. In Silksong, that being bile water being the fucking worst place on the entire planet.
Is bile water? Which enemies are there? Can you remind me?
It's very maggoty.
What?
Maggot.
Oh, yeah, that place
Maga.
is awful.
So Maga.
That place is absolutely
worst.
Yeah.
Talking about how much people hate Biowater, talking about how much people hate the run back to the last judge. Those little fucking like red flies that shoot the crazy things that always
like ricochets
somehow
off all the walls. Yeah.
Having things like that to talk about, it makes the game stick out more in my mind, and overcoming those things. That's just why it's like people talk about difficulty options in games and stuff, and I think people also tend to overcorrect on that. Like I remember after Silksong came out, there were a couple things that they did make a little bit easier. They changed the way that some damage is dealt, like the little saw blades in the clockwork area used to deal more damage than they do now. And I think that was like, I think Team Cherry, if they thought that something was fair and balanced, they would not change it even if people were complaining. Yeah. So I think if they make a change, it's because they were like, yeah, that's bullshit. We should change that. It is, but people, I guess get so sensitive the other way that they're like, oh, they're, bending the knee to the wokies and making it easier for them.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay, guys, calm down.
True. True.
But I think that friction that Silksong has does help make it stick out a lot. Having those frustrating bits and things like that. It's just so fun. I will always remember the point when I beat the last judge for the first time and it exploded and killed me. And
thankfully
I had to fight it again and I nearly broke my controller. But I love that moment looking back.
That's so funny.
It's such a good boss though. I mean, so many of the bosses are incredible. I could sing its praises all day. I really am in love with it. There are a couple things. I think for one, some of the boss designs, not in their gameplay, because truly I think pretty much every boss I fought has excellent gameplay, but in their design, and maybe that's just like my lack of enthusiasm for like kind of the insectoid aesthetic. I think it's really cool in some parts, but I think in other ways,
why you hate bugs?
It kind of it makes some of the bosses just kind of visually meld together in my mind. Like I don't think some of them are as distinct as they could be. But yeah, that's not a
like what I feel like a lot of the bosses in Silksong stick out in my mind. Things like the big like robot one that sweeps its hands down at you.
Oh no, yeah. I mean, again, like there's most of them I would agree, but I think like in my mind there's like a few that are like kind of like big like bulbous flying bosses, like Savage Beast fly, and then there's one that you kind of fight earlier. There's like some like sort of like queen of the whatever, and it's just
the
things
Moss
like
Fly
that.
Queen.
Yeah. Things like that, and I think there's another one like those kind of just kind of coalesce in my mind a little bit. Not the best.
I think some of the designs in Act 3 are like bro.
Okay, yeah, I'm very excited for that, and most of the boss designs have been great. And then the other thing, and I understand what you're saying about friction, and I 100% agree, but the I, I think the map is really good. I think following the map is pretty easy. I think the map markers that you can buy from the map maker, I don't like that
Knocker,
those
my goat.
I don't like that you have to pay for those because I am the type of person to not want to spend my money on things that don't give me like a tangible benefit, you know?
Mm.
And so it reminds me of I don't know if you played Prince of Persia and the Lost Crown. It's like a
I did. Great
Metroidvania.
game.
Okay, yeah. In that game, there's like a really cool feature where you can take snapshots and then place them on the map using markers, but you have to pay for them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't
Yeah.
I don't really see how having that be something that you have to pay for like improves that aspect of the game. Because I think it just kind of makes it a little bit more like in Silksong's case, you really just kind of have to grind a little bit more to get the currency to buy those map markers when I think it would just be like I think having a limited number is fine. Like give me, you know, maybe you only have 4 of each kind at any time that you can use. But I just think having to spend currency on them is a little like it just doesn't add anything to the game for me, and it's made it so that
She can give them to you for free. I think even limiting the way that they are dealt out to you, I think, is fine. But you know,
Yeah.
they could be free when you get to the point where you unlock them, and I don't think it would change that much.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Materially.
Yeah.
I think probably my biggest complaint with the game is the shards, the beast shards that you need for your relics or
Like
your
for
tools.
your tools, yeah.
Yeah, those I got pretty fucking annoyed by. There were a couple boss fights that were just running me the fuck up,
Yeah.
and having to like stop and go grind for more of them was a really bad feeling. And I
Yeah.
do not think that it needed them at all. Just refresh them when I sit down on a bench. There's no reason.
Yeah,
that I have to go
and
grind.
just reduce the amount that you can carry, and then just not make me have to spend shards on using them. I think that would have been a good compromise.
Like you could remove shards entirely, and it would not change the game.
Mhm.
Like very much, because it pretty much was not ever relevant unless it was annoying me.
Exactly. Yeah.
Um,
And that's exactly how I feel about the map markers. Of like
Yeah.
not being able to remember where this specific thing is that I want to revisit, and it's like, oh well. First of all, finding her is a pain in the fucking ass, and so it's like she's almost never staying in one spot. She changes where she's at, and so it's like to even get you can't even like put a marker on her to find where to get more markers. You know,
It just hangs out at Bellhome.
does she stay there permanently though?
Yeah. Over the right entrance, she has a little nook that she hangs out in.
Okay. Okay.
So if you miss her in like one of the spots, because the only reason she's in the like world other than being in there is if you find the map for the area while you're in it.
Uh-huh.
So if you miss it, also she'll have it stocked back at Bellhome.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. That's good to know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she will just hang out there, and you can just go find her.
Okay.
But yeah, there's the amount of stuff that is still left for you to find in that game is shocking.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, I've been having a blast, so I'm excited.
It's so good. I love it. You're making me want to replay it. I honestly
all right. I don't know who put this on here, but
sorry. Before we
Mhm.
move on, I've just been informed of something very interesting. It's related to gaming, so that's why I'm just interjecting here real quick.
Okay.
Did you guys know that in Charlotte, Goodwill has opened a gaming store called The Grid, where they sell gaming and gaming-related
Really?
paraphernalia? Yes.
might have to
As it's
partake.
new, apparently. We may have to be partaking of this.
Yeah.
I have a link here. I can
Like
post it. I don't know
secondhand
if you'd like to
still,
look at
right?
it.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
like
I have
still. It's just like a used
friendly.
gaming store. It's very interesting. Called The Grid, powered by Goodwill.
Huh.
The Grid.
I want to go here.
Oh yeah, we will be going here.
I will be making a pilgrimage.
For sure.
It's
their prices were good too. It looked.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Oh, they have like
So,
just like tech as well, secondhand tech.
Yeah.
Pretty sick.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
Just a quick interjection.
before we were so rudely interrupted,
We're not. I'll
This
remove the
monkey
grid. We're
cock.
not going anymore.
The Scritchy Scratchy. That was me. It's a
I've
game
seen
that
you
I played
playing this.
recently. It's
Okay.
very fun. Uh, it's an incremental game, sort of in the vein of like a cookie clicker, things like that. And what it is it starts you up. You got a table in front of you. You get some dirty plates. You rinse them off. You start earning money. Guy calls you on the phone. He says, "Hey, bud, you sure you want to be a fucking wagey all day, like washing these plates?" Not in so many words, but
I hate waiting
uh,
wagey.
he's like, "You know what you could do is go and spend all your money on lottery scratchers,
I see.
and then you start unlocking lottery tickets,
Okay.
and you scratch those off, and then you start getting better lottery tickets, and you start getting the ability to upgrade your luck, and then you get a little robot that you can put the lottery tickets into, and then it'll scratch them for you, and you can claim them all at once, and then you can get a fan that blows all your tickets into the robot.
Okay.
So on, so on.
I'm playing a trailer of this, and what you're explaining is perfectly matching up with what they're showing in the trailer.
Eventually, you get a ticket that's like a little golden one, and you scratch it. And
They
it
just showed
kills you.
that.
Yeah. And then you get to prestige, and you buy stuff that makes your next run better, and you keep going until you get just like absolute ridiculous builds going, and it's just really satisfying to play. The act of scratching the lottery tickets feels good. I've always liked lotto scratchers in real life. It's just there's only
You
so
buy
much
them
money you can
frequently.
spend on them.
Is it a
But
roguelike?
having a game to do that, kind of.
Okay.
It is more of like a cookie clicker type thing.
Sure, but are you like you said that there's like kind of different builds you can get to? Is it you're working towards something and then you're starting a new run to try a different build later, or
whenever you prestige, you can upgrade
okay.
Equipment and stuff, and then go through and do it again.
Okay.
And so you can get things that are like, if you have like, for each type of unscratched lottery ticket you have on the table, you get 10% to your money. Or the more you scratch these tickets, the more they level up, and then they start providing better rewards. And I've beaten the game, and now it does have an end, and now I am just sort of working towards the rest of the achievements.
Okay.
I do really recommend it. It's like $6, I think, full price.
Wow.
It's a really fun little game.
I love incremental games, so I may
the
get
first
it.
time I booted it, I was like, it's been 5 hours.
It seems fun.
And it's really cool. And yeah, I love incremental games too. It's sort of a problem that I have with some genres that I really like, where I think the core of them is so strong, but the games that are produced in them are so predatory and awful in their monetization that it takes away from it. So, like,
You don't
I
like Roblox
love
Tycoons?
no, I love like match 3 games, like
Oh yeah,
Candy
yeah,
Crush or
yeah.
something. But Candy Crush is hellish to play because they want to drain every dollar they can out of
Yeah.
you. But then you go and play Grindstone, and that's a game with like an actual like well-rounded difficulty curve, and the game wants you to play it, not spend money on it. So it's actually really fun. Puzzles and Dragons, it has fucking gotcha elements, which fucking sucks. But then you go play the Puzzles and Dragons Z Mario game on the 3DS, and
Yeah.
it makes it better.
Amen.
Or like Here's My Magic stuff, or not Here's My Magic, like Puzzle Quest and shit. Once you take these games that are existing in these predatory models, you can do more interesting things with them when you are not just trying to make a Skinner box. Like I also played Tower Wizard. That was a really fun incremental game that I really enjoyed.
Yeah, I've been meaning to pick that one up.
Things like that. It's such a cool genre, but it's just designed to I think my main problem with a lot of them on mobile, like I played the Katamari one for a little bit. It felt like it was better for me to not play the game and just have it getting money in the background so that I could open it up and actually do something.
Yeah.
Whereas in things like Scritchy Scratchy Tower Wizard, you are always active in some form, and you can look away for a little bit to like click some stuff on your other monitor, but then you go back to it, and it's more directed in its design, and I think it makes it better for it.
Yeah.
So
You
I
should
really liked it.
try the
It's a short
Norp
little game.
analog.
Norp Apolog?
It's good. Oh, I thought it was analog. Oh, yeah.
1 second, let me see if that's another LARP point for you.
No, it is Apolog. You're right. I've just always thought it was analog.
If this were King of the Nerds, something we'll be discussing later, I would be killing you.
Wow, you're being so ableist. I'm dyslexic, bro. You're being ableist
Yeah.
to me right now.
Boo-hoo. You're lucky Moby's not here. We'll get to that.
Hey, don't get ahead of yourself. Don't get ahead of
But
yourself.
no, that's pretty much all I had to say about Scritchy Scratchy. I strongly recommend it. It's really, really fun.
Yeah, check it out. That looks like
I need to grab it.
I will say there is. You do scratch the lottery tickets like with your mouse. You have to hold down the button and do this a lot. So it can get your wrist a little sore sometimes. You know, people with carpal tunnel and whatnot. Eli.
I'm scratching the lottery ticket.
I was miming the mouse movement, but the
I don't know what Eli was doing.
They have alternate modes where you can just hold down the left click to scratch it, or you can just like hover over it even, and it'll do it. It is also available on mobile. I think it would feel really good on mobile. I played on Steam, but so there are options if you think that would just destroy your wrist that make the game a little more approachable.
Yeah, if you got weak hands. Weak hands, brother.
You got soft hands. You're not working 30 hours down in the mine. But Scritchy Scratchy isn't the only thing I delved into a little bit over the past.
Oh my goodness, you dived into it.
Yeah, it sounds like there's another
around in it.
Y'all have both been playing.
Yeah, good old Splatoon Raiders.
Wow. Sploon?
Yeah, good old Splatoon. So, I do not own this game yet. I plan on buying it. But I was able to play it from Eli's so graciously left at my house while he went to a party with Eric that I wasn't invited to.
Yeah. Yeah, me and Eric were having full lip-to-lip action at this party.
Cheek to cheek.
But I got to play a little Splatoon Raiders.
Oh my goodness.
It's the first Splatoon game I beat the campaign back in 1 and played a little bit of it. But it's the first one I've really felt get its hooks in me this strongly. I played like a little bit of 2. I kind of want to go back to it now that I have played Raiders and see if it feels a little better.
Especially because Octo expansion is included in the online, so like I would play the campaign of 2 as well, but Octo expansion is like probably the best campaign in Splatoon games. Yeah, so good.
But so Raiders is more of a like looter shooter type thing. It doesn't have turf war, somewhat controversially.
Yeah, that's why I gave it a 0 out of 10 in my review.
It has been dragging down Eli's fantasy critic a little, which we'll get to later as well. But yeah, you know, it's pretty simple loop that works on me. You go into a level, you kill a bunch of salmon that the idle hosts that are with you are pretty racially insensitive toward.
Yeah, they're like these dirty salmonoids. They're so primitive.
I think there's literally a line where it's like, I don't think they could build a house, much less a civilization. It's like, Jesus. But you go kill them, you get new weapons that you bring back to your base, equipment that you can use to upgrade at your base. And you go back in, you do it again. And hey, it works. It feels really good. I would say the other big thing in it is the gadgets that I don't think they really have in 2 and 3, right? So you sort of have like your class is essentially this tank that you pick, and there are 3 main ones. There is the sort of more aggressive damage focused one. There's a more tactical, like setting up turrets and stuff one, and there is a movement focused one that gives you like a little like fling yourself into the enemy or dash away type thing. And I think later on you get to mix and match those. I've heard
a little bit. But basically whenever you upgrade a tank, like you don't get to use the gadgets from any tank, but it's like when you upgrade them, it's like one specific tank you can use a gadget from them, a gadget and a I don't know, relic, I think is what they're called, like a relic boost.
I've pretty much just been sticking with the damaging one because I think the Splatchet they call it feels really fucking good to use. Although the game really does encourage you to go back and play old levels again. So there are some levels that you find where the reward that you get changes based on which tank you have equipped. So that wants you to go and try out these other ones still. Get a little grinding in on that. And Also, once you hit a certain point, you unlock spicier difficulty, where you can go back and play it on a higher difficulty. I've been playing on just the standard regular guy one because I've never really played Splatoon. I believe Eli has been playing on Survivalist.
Yeah,
Eric,
I've
you
been
probably
playing on the
prefer
hard
more
mode.
like the Tourist if you were to play it.
Tourist, yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, you go to LARP mode.
Is it actually called tourist mode?
it is. Uh,
That is funny.
but it is just like the island theming, but what a time to call it that.
Yeah.
And it just feels fucking good.
It's so fun. It's
it
very
feels really
addictive.
good to play. I'll let Eli
Do you
take over talking about it because that's sort of all that I have to say because I've only really played the first area. I've beaten the first boss.
Yeah.
And then he
Yeah,
truly ripped it
I
away
beat
from
the
me.
game.
Okay.
And I'm working through the post game right now. But like I think I'm at level like 50 like +3 or something because it doesn't you kind of cap out at level 50 but then you get like little plus marks past 50. And like you unlock a difficulty past that after beating the game like at past spicy you get super spicy and some of those are like up to like tier like 80 and stuff. So there's still a long way for me to go.
And
But
even
yeah,
after
I'm still
that,
grinding at
you
it.
can like Elden Ring style get summoned in to help with boss fights and stuff or certain
Yeah,
levels.
I need to do that.
Um,
You unlock an
there's a
outfit for doing
lot
that
of
at the very
content.
least. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Because I'm still like, I mean, it basically doubled the amount of content after beating the game.
I do think that's probably my biggest issue with it from what I went to is that the cosmetics aren't as expansive as I would have hoped.
That's
Yeah,
what I've been hearing.
yeah, it's pretty much just like outfits. You don't have to like though. Like I can see why they like kind of didn't want to have because in normal Splatoon you're out like you have like shirt, pant or not pants. You have shirt, hat, and shoes that have their own like stat values and stuff. And I think it might have been a little much if it was also to that
Yeah,
level with also choosing your secondaries or because you have a secondary and like a third area and then you also get a fourth area at a certain point so you have a lot and then also your relics you equip to like buff yourself and then you can start putting different effects on your weapons and stuff. So
I do
there's a
think
lot,
though
especially the deeper you get.
I think it probably wouldn't have been that bad to just make that like at the beginning, but like, just put the highest
Yeah,
number
like
thing on
the main
because
menu
they
or
do have
something.
options. They do have options to
Mm.
just equip whatever like your highest number is, things like that. And I think once you get into like the super spicy or type shit, it could be good to have that extra level of build crafting for players that are that dedicated. Uh,
I mean,
and also,
I don't
even
know.
then, it would have been nice to just be able to customize my outfit more, like to let me, even if it's not
True.
giving
I
stats, just give me shirt, pants, shoes still.
I do think that with the outfits they have, a lot of them are a bit more like I don't know if advanced is the right word, but like there's like a lot of like overalls and like jackets and stuff that I think wouldn't really fit because like, a lot of in Splatoon, like a lot of them are not that connecting all the way through your body. I think it'd be a little hard to like piecemeal them out. What the outfits that are available because I've unlocked quite a few. I've got most of them at this point.
I know for typical Splatoon, like the turf war mode, right? That's what one of the main PvP modes is.
Yeah.
How painting the map is such a big part of that. And in Splatoon, it's like, from what I understand, painting allows for more traversal. Is that kind of the extent of its function in Raiders as well? Is it just kind of, oh, it helps with movement and there's not anything else? Or is there some sort of like, you have to cover a certain amount of the map?
Yeah, it's pretty much for movement,
Okay.
and then like it's kind of how you reload. Also, is by like
Yeah,
diving into the ink.
but also
That
because of
that
how crazy you're getting swarmed in this, having that extra
yeah
area of movement is invaluable.
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
It's
You have to keep an
incredibly
eye on
useful.
it.
Gotcha.
Because I've gotten some times where I got like pretty caught in a spot where I could not get out of it until I got my little robot over to me to jump off of. Whereas if I was paying more attention to like the ink around me, it would have been better.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I've been hearing such
I,
good things. This is honestly the first, not the first, but like the first time I've seriously been like, I might get this, because it
you
seems
should get it. I'll
very
play it with you.
seems very up my alley. Yeah.
you'll get it. And you'll be like, wow, this gameplay's so fun. If only I could play it in a multiplayer environment. And then you can get Splatoon 3, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
you can start playing
And
Splatoon
you can
3.
give it a 0 out of 10 on OpenCritic.
Yeah, that'll be the first thing I do. Yeah, that's really cool.
I will say, like, maybe, like, not necessarily like a criticism, but I do wish, like, in other Splatoon campaigns, there's more variety in what you're doing. Because, like, kind of every level in this is, I don't want to say the same, but it is very much just like you're just killing swarms and swarms of salmonids. I wish there was maybe some more like point control or like objective based things a bit, because like you do see that in some of the more campaigns, but it
I do
is
think
kind of them just adapting. Oh, what?
Wasn't the 3 DLC pretty roguelike-y?
Yeah, the DLC for 3 is like just straight up a roguelike. Yeah,
I wonder if they would consider adding like a mode like that.
I could see it. I think we'll probably see DLC for this game.
Almost done. With
And
how
I think
well it's
that
done,
would work. Yeah, yeah. Because there already is it's they're after, I mean, this is kind of like slight spoilers for after you beat the game, but you get like it's not an endless mode, but it's kind of like it's endless, like you just keep going deeper in this tower. But it's like you kind of just go through like chunks of like 5 or 6 levels at a time. And I wish that there was like an actual like, and maybe when you get to a certain point it is this, but I would like maybe just in like maybe you start with no gear and you kind of just keep going through levels and getting gear upgrades and stuff. I think that'd be a fun mode. Especially you could play that a bit more multiplayer. I think would be fun.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Nice. Well, I'm glad it seems
Yeah,
like
very fun.
a hit for y'all. You know, in a wild turn of events, this next game we have up here, Fox. What happened?
Yeah.
What happened to you?
So I am kind of having to pay the piper a little. Because okay, pal. I've technically owed this for a while. So yeah, I played through the first chapter of Life is Strange recently. Because it's been a while since I've, really gone through the whole game. Given that I fucking hate it. And I had essentially at one point made a deal with my friends Nolan and Joe, where I would be playing through the entirety of Life is Strange. At the time, it was 1, 2, and 3, and Before the Storm, the prequel game. I'll probably just do them all. Fuck it. And
what about the newest? There's one that's like pretty new, right?
Double Exposure came out not that long ago.
Well, there was Double Exposure, and then
you gotta play them all.
I think there was one after that, like Reunion or something like
that.
Yeah,
I think that there was one like very.
Oh
recently,
yeah,
right?
there was. I think I don't know.
Yeah,
if
Reunion.
Yeah.
You got to get the full story, Fox.
I will be, but part of the deal was that I would be playing through all these games and then reviewing them. And now that I am part of SavePoint, I will not be giving too much of my thoughts on the game because it will be getting a video about it.
Amazing.
Okay.
I'm going to be pretty thorough on. I am trying to go into it being as generous as possible. I think it's very easy to just go in with a bone to pick and, because I already have such strong feelings about the game, just be grumpy about it. I'm trying to give them the most grace that I can, trying to separate myself from my feelings about it as much as possible and be as objective's not really the right word because it's hard to be objective about things, but I want to give it the best shot I can because there was a time in my life where I liked this game and I was watching like YouTube playthroughs of it, and it wasn't until later where I started seeing the cracks that I started getting grumpy about it. And as of the first chapter, it wasn't horrid.
Okay.
There's a lot of stuff later that I know I get grumpy about, and especially I think the Before the Storm prequel game I have a lot more problems with than the normal game. But that'll be its own video.
I will say I have been living vicariously through you because you were streaming it for me and I was watching you play it. And I do agree. I'm watching. There's a lot of like cringe dialogue and stuff, but it's like it is kind of a product of its time in a way, and it is like I guess to some extent it's accurate to how some stuff was during the early 2010s.
The
Still,
game
it's
takes
still
place in
cringe.
2013. It came out in 2015, and a lot of this stuff was dated even then.
I mean, true. Okay, that is a good point. They do kind of. I feel like they speak more in a 2000s kind of way,
Yeah.
almost. There's a lot of like, what's the? I don't know what the term is. It's uh, like,
Slang.
wait,
The
would
word
you say
hella gets
lame?
thrown around a lot. Slang.
Yeah. Oh, slang. Yeah,
No,
yeah. There's a lot of slang that's a bit outdated at that point. I was thinking
the
more of that
word.
aesthetic, like the RAR XD
Oh
and
yeah,
like
Oh,
that
yeah.
kind of
yeah,
aesthetic
It's
is
like
very
very
like
prevalent in the
Tumblr,
game.
Tumblr-y
It's
almost.
very
Yes,
Tumblr.
that's a
Yeah.
good. That's
Tumblr of
yeah,
that
very
era.
Tumblr like. Um,
Yeah.
but it is a little. It is the way it's written. Was that what formed Tumblr? In that way, is it almost like a Rick and Morty effect where it's like, was it shaped like did it shape Reddit or did Reddit
Yeah.
shape it?
Chicken or the
It's
egg
hard
type
to
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
it's hard to
There,
tell, but at
there,
least the story and stuff I was intrigued by, and the gameplay mechanic of like being able to rewind time and stuff is kind of neat. I think that's
yeah.
interesting, though it hasn't been
The
utilized at least in that first chapter very crazily. I think yet.
Yeah, there is a point that I do think does it really well in the game,
Mm.
and for the rest of it, it's kind of, you know, I like I said, I don't want to just turn this into a whole thing that will spoil the entire video that I'm going to be writing. Uh, but yeah, there is a lot of stuff like they ironically say hella things like that. There's a troll face on the car, like an epic rage comic face.
Oh yes, that was really funny.
A lot of stuff like that. Um, it is sort of weird. I think that there's so much stuff that can be solved without the time travel. Like it doesn't feel as integrated in
Yeah.
some ways that I think it should. Uh,
Hmm.
there's a point early on when you're talking to a character and she's like, "You're not really my friend. What's my full name?" And you can just guess it. But I'm like, why not just make it so I have to time travel for that?
Mm.
Yeah, yeah.
Because clearly that's what you're intending. But I'll get more into detail later on. But yeah, I just figured I'd bring it up briefly and sort of tease that that'll be a thing. It'll probably be a while before it comes out because I have to play through 4 more chapters of it, and I want Eli to be there to have a perspective of somebody that
Hmm.
has not experienced the game at all.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Uh,
because I don't. All I knew is that, like it's like about teenagers have like superpowers or something, and then you hate it. That's like literally the only thing I know
It
about it.
looks like worse, or it looks like bad mixtape from this trailer that I'm showing on here.
I was bringing up mixtape a lot while we were playing it
Okay.
Yes,
because
yeah, yeah.
I think it really streamlines that whole formula in a way that I think is really good. The more I've thought about mixtape, the more I like it. Whereas the more I've thought about Life is Strange, the less I like it. So I'm sure mixtape will be brought up quite a bit in that upcoming video, as well as a few other games such as Alan Wake. A lot of parallels to Alan
Oh,
Wake,
True,
funnily enough.
true.
Um,
The spiral, there's I like the spiral being your rewind. I
hmm.
not got that like right off the bat. I was like, oh my goodness.
The game opens with you in a dream sequence, and there's a giant tornado in a
Yeah,
lighthouse.
oh,
yeah.
wow.
And it's very like overexposed and gray. It's very similar.
And then the character's talking to camera, asking what's going on and stuff. It's exactly the opening to Alan Wake, uh, which is very funny. But yeah, first chapter is all right. I can see why some people got pulled in,
Mm.
and also it gets a buff from the fact that there aren't a lot of games with lesbians in it up to that point, so it's a good representation on that. But I think that kind of let it get away with more than I think it necessarily should. But
Is that intended to be like a twist or because it seems kind of obvious to
yeah,
me,
no,
even without you
it's
saying it.
not.
Okay, it's not. Okay.
I mean, it's
I
sort of
was
like
curious.
they sort of have the flimsiest possible like what would I call it, facade of like a male love interest for Max,
Okay,
that is like
interesting.
very obviously never gonna ever happen, which because you don't even know who I'm talking about, but it is Warren. There are people that are
Oh,
like,
okay.
oh, is Max gonna get with Warren? It's like, no, not in a billion years. uh but we'll move on now because I don't want to. If I start, I won't stop.
No.
uh,
Interesting.
but yeah, let's go on ahead. It's a little couple TV shows we've been watching.
Or well, could I ask real quick? Are you intending to have this be a multi-part series because it may be better to split the
I'm splitting
games
them up.
up.
Each game will
Okay,
have its
okay,
own
okay.
video.
Okay. I was
I don't want to
curious.
upload a 12-hour video.
The
And
Life
I
is
am being
Yeah, 'cause
Strange
extremely.
retrospective.
I'm being extremely thorough. Also, I'm trying to like go and find every little piece of things that I can interact with.
Yes, yeah.
Uh, and I may even go back through with director's commentary on. We'll see, because that is an option they provide. But
Interesting. I like
we'll
that.
see how
That's
much
neat.
I want to play the game more. But yeah, got a couple television shows.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
thought someone was
goodness.
going to ask me what I was watching, but I'll just tee it up myself. I've been watching X-Men 97 season 2.
Oh my
I don't
goodness.
have too much to say other than that it's great, just as the first season of X-Men 97 was.
So I hear.
This one, it's definitely starts. The first season was a bit more like anthological, I would say. So each episode was kind of a bit more self-contained. This one, there's a more predominant arc at the beginning, and then kind of the rest of the season has been more isolated, like character-focused episodes. And I've seen a lot of like complaints about it online, but I think it's been working really well. I think the strongest stuff on average is kind of the main storyline, but just because it's like the stakes are so high and kind of the way that they present everything and the way it's written is it's so well done that story is like very captivating. And so taking time to branch out into these other smaller stories, it's a bit jarring at first, but I think each one of them has like a good meaningful story to tell, and it really is advancing the characters forward for what I think is going to be a really good conclusion for this season. So
Yeah.
I also think
once you've had an anthology series and then you put a ticking clock on things, it does make it harder to go back to anthology episodes.
Yeah. Exactly.
I think a good example would be: have you guys watched Steven Universe at all?
No.
Mm-mm.
I've seen a good chunk of it. There was a point in the first season, I think it was first or second, where it's a very anthology, goofy. Here's a little stories and stuff, and they were like, the planet's gonna blow up, and now we're gonna dick around on a farm for 13 episodes. It's like, okay, sure.
Yeah, this
like,
one
I guess.
Sounds like X-Men is much more intense than that, dealing with apocalypse and like a lot of time travel, but just all very well done. Especially I thought the animation and the art style was really good in the first season. It has its moments, where it's not like perfect, but I think they've kept it up and in many instances like just ratcheted it up to 10 in this season. It amazes me how distinct a style this show has while it's still looking like modern and very flashy.
Yeah.
Very it has the sauce, but it still maintains its own sense of art direction, which is great. I look at something like Invincible and I
was gonna say like, not to like kick the like obvious thing, but it's like, why is it so?
No, I mean,
like
every time I watch it, I'm
funny?
like, if only Invincible, because that's another thing about it. It's
Yes.
so good and it's so consistent too. There's almost never like I said, it's not perfect, but every episode is so well animated and so well thought out, and all the art for it is so beautiful that Invincible is just like, you can tell that there's these like peaks when there's like a really important story beat or a story arc where they really put all their budget into it, but everything else just feels like a compromise. Where with X-Men 97, even though the seasons have taken a bit longer to produce, at least for the first two, you can see that on screen. It manifests there, and I think that will give it a longer life in terms of being able to like appreciating it in the future. I think we will look more fondly in terms of animation back on something. At least I will. Something like X-Men 97 than I do for Invincible. So yeah, not much to say. It's great. I highly, highly, highly recommend it. And yeah, I hope, even though the like creative director was fired a while ago, I hope that the third season, because he still did a lot of work for the second season. So I think the third season is when they're really, it's kind of like, he's fully removed. I just hope they can keep it up, but we'll see. And
I
then
think it looks sick. I've never been too X-Men pilled. I mean,
Mm.
I love First Class.
First
That's
Class is
kind of
so
the
good.
only one I've really seen. Well, I know I saw Days of Future Past as well. And that
That's
was really good
another
too.
banger. Yeah, those are the two best X-Men movies in my opinion.
And then luckily I didn't watch Apocalypse, so
Yeah, I haven't watched that one.
but I've been wanting to watch this show. It looks really good.
I would say it's a great like entry point into the X-Men. It does take place. It is technically a sequel to the X-Men animated series from the 90s, but they do such a great job of like kind of catching you up, and anything relevant to what's currently going on, like it's explained well. And like I said, those in that first season, those episodes are so self-contained that they're just like good stories on their own. So I would really recommend it.
I've seen a few of the episodes, but I need to finish it at some point.
Yeah, it's yeah, you should. It's really you guys watched a little bit of a throwback. Oh, I just realized I had the Life is Strange trailer still playing that whole
A lot of bit of a throwback.
Yeah, what were you gonna say, Eli?
Oh, sorry, I cut out there for a second.
Oh.
What were you saying?
Nothing. Go ahead. You were gonna say something.
Sorry. You talking about that reminded me that I've watched 2 animated shows that came out very recently. I just want to touch on them very quickly.
Okay.
Just since I think what me and Fox will be moving to is a little more of an involved conversation. Rick and Morty season 9 has been like really, really good so far.
Everything I've seen of it looks really good.
Yes, or actually, I said so far. It's concluded. The finale, very, very good. It kind of has Morty getting like stuck in like a reality where like Rick like is like a professor and like never like got multiversal travel. It's very good. And then another episode of note is there's an episode where they go to like this planet and this like tree dude is like, you're gonna steal my tree sap. I better put you underground in this like biodome thing where he like traps people that like go to this planet. And then they basically are like forced to like live out like evolutionary cycles. So like Rick and Morty like start off as like amoebas and then they like grow to like they start becoming like different animals and stuff is like trying to find ways to like escape. And that episode's like really, really good. Uh I as I say, very good. I think they've gotten better. Like, cause there was a bit of like, I don't want to say necessarily like lull. Like, I don't think it ever got like bad or anything, but they've kind of like a new groove. I think of just like having like really tight episodes.
Yeah.
As much as for ones, I think that their like self-contained episodes have been really, really good recently.
Nice. Yeah,
so you should get caught up.
Seems like they were like coasting for a bit, just from what I've heard for the past
Yeah.
couple seasons. Like
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you're saying,
I
it hasn't
think-
been
I think
bad, but
it's
just
a
like
good way of
nothing,
describing it.
nothing like special. They've just kind of been.
Yeah.
Business
Just
as usual.
these recent episodes have all been like quite.
Okay. You're
There's
cutting out like crazy.
there's a good. Oh, am I? There's another really good episode where like Rick basically like sends himself to this like vacation planet or
I've seen a lot of that.
or
one.
like he like wipes his memory. Yeah. And just sends himself to this planet where he like doesn't know who he is or whatever, just like a normal like week as like some guy. And that one's quite good. Yeah, there's a lot of just good self-contained. This is a good story that they wrote up here.
Nice.
Yeah, I think that's when it's at its
Just to move
strongest.
away.
So it's
Yeah, I think generally it is too. I really like when they have kind of like plot episodes. There was like one this season, and it was like fine. It was honestly more of just like a crazy fight episode, which it was like cool fights and stuff. It's the opening episode.
the one with the evil Morty.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's they do some crazy fighting and stuff, and I'm like, okay, I got my fill. I would have preferred maybe something a little deeper, but it was a fun episode. But yeah, you should get caught up. It's good. I think it's moved kind of past its like fringe Reddit, just almost like this weird referential humor that's like, I don't know. It's kind of like they turned a new leaf. I think, it's quite good. But yeah, also what came out, the new season of King of the Hill, that all dropped at once, and it all dropped very recently. Very, very good. I think if I remember correctly, it's either Rick and Morty or King of the Hill. There was like one episode I didn't super like. I think it was King of the Hill, but I don't really remember. But that also, um, they do a good job of like just kind of taking that same formula and just like aging up the characters a little bit, even though yeah, 'cause it's set in modern day, so it's kind of like they just cut out a big chunk of time. And
Mm,
so it's like the time if you try to think about like the timelines of stuff, it doesn't really make any sense. Um, but like all of
Mhm.
they tackle current issues well. They got Hank. Someone like to his face calls him like autistic, which is really funny. Um, that was that was one of the joke that got me like laughing a bit. Um, yeah, they
King of
work
the
a food
Hill.
truck at a con.
well, that's
That
funny.
is one of those shows where when I was younger and it would come on like Adult Swim first thing, I didn't really get it. When I
Yeah,
was like
same.
Family Guy pilled, and now I
Yeah,
really
yeah,
get it when I see it
yeah,
now.
yeah.
Like there's a
I would recommend actually watching all of it. It's very good.
I should. There's a clip of him like grilling a steak on Twitter that they posted.
Oh, I
Uh,
saw
Yes,
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
he has that line where he's like, we have a New York strip here. Just kidding, we're not on a diet." And I'm like, this is the best fucking show ever. So good.
That's not the
they
only. That's not the only
they sh-
King. Oh, I'm
oh,
sorry. I was trying to do a good
oh
transition.
yes, yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Sorry, Eric. Yeah, save your obvious segue. Um, uh, uh, they do a bit of a flashback episode, which is really nice because they don't super explain like basically like the last season they kind of have Hank. He's like, yeah, they had lived in Saudi Arabia for like a few years and then they come back
mhm.
to America and they have kind of a flashback episode that kind of shows like them like I don't know what like 5-6 years before the events of the new seasons. I kind of explain how that all happened, but one thing I really thought was funny is that they have Bobby like working
Is your flower
at
talking?
perhaps
I was like, what the
he's
fuck is
he's
that?
learning. So that's my Mario Wonder talking flower. Yeah, he's learning at 6 p.m. Um, but they have Bobby working, a fast food job at like 16 or whatever. But they do a funny thing where he's like a K-pop fan and he's just like always talking about K-pop, and Hank like doesn't understand it. That I think that's one of the best like timely references that they make. It's pretty funny. But yeah, that's all I had to say about King of the Hill. Very good.
Nice. You guys have also been watching King of the Nerds.
True. That is
Yeah, you
true.
didn't want to attempt the
Uh,
segue.
Nope, not anymore.
Wow, wow, Eric.
Poor guy. Poor guy. It's like Charlie Brown getting the football pulled away. Uh,
I gotta talk about King of the Hill, bro.
so yes, me and Eli have watched seasons 1 and 2 and most of 3 of the
Yes.
hit game show, reality show, King of the Nerds. That was on, I believe, TBS.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
TBS, yeah.
yeah.
What, from
It
2013 to 2015? Is that or
Yes,
2016?
I
Yeah.
believe so. 2013 to 15. Yeah, the third season was
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah,
2015.
yeah. Yeah, I was yeah, yeah.
So we started on season 2. That's the one with the most iconic
Yeah.
Well,
moment from the
can you
show.
explain what it is?
Yeah. So essentially, let me look up the names of the hosts again because I always forget.
It's
Uh,
Curtis something and then that other
I
guy.
know Bobby, yeah, Curtis and Bobby, but they have full names that I needed to.
No, no. Well, it's
Uh,
Curtis of Dan versus fame, the voice of Dan, the titular
Robert
Dan from Dan versus.
Carradine and Curtis Armstrong are the hosts of the show,
Curtis Armstrong has
and
he voices a lot of characters. He has a very distinct
mm,
voice. You'd recognize him if you heard him, Eric.
Yeah, I think from the trailer, I think he was in New Girl as well, if I remember correctly.
Probably. He's in a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
so. But
He was
anyways,
in
what they
Supernatural.
basically
Sorry.
what they did was they took a bunch of nerds, and this is the 2013 nerd culture type nerds, and they bring them to this house, and over the course of I think 4 weeks of filming,
Okay, wait, hold on. Let me interject. They don't bring them to this house.
they bring them to Nerdvana.
Uh,
Uh,
let-
yeah, and over the course of I think 4 weeks of filming, they have them compete in sort of Survivor-esque competitions, like nerd-themed games, where they whittle them down from, I think, an initial cast of 12 or 13
11.
to
Well,
the
the first 2
last
seasons are
remaining,
11.
yeah, to the last remaining king of the nerds. And the winner gets to sit atop the throne of games.
And gets $100,000, but that
Oh, wow.
pales
The
in
more
comparison to the
important
Throne of
part
Games.
is the throne of games.
The Throne of Games, yeah.
And so we start on season 2 because that's the one with the most iconic scene in the entire show. The one that people may have seen from it. Then we went to season 1, and now we've watched most of season 3 as of last night. And it is such a fucking great show. It is so fun to watch.
It is like a millennial time capsule. It is
It
crazy. It's like,
really
this
is.
explains why these people act like this.
The entire house was like designed by people who exclusively shop at ThinkGeek.
Yes, yeah. I would guarantee everything in that house came from ThinkGeek or from companies that were like placing things there for ads.
Yeah.
That
Yes.
is entirely what the house is.
So the main gimmick is that all the contestants are nerds. And so this ranges from comic book nerds to people that are really into certain movies to full-on NASA scientists. And so the games that they play range from, here's some Superman trivia, to we are going to make you do advanced physics calculations. So they split the groups into 2 teams. And in the first 2 seasons, they left somebody out of the process of being put on teams. And then instantly put a target on their back because they were like, now you get to pick a team to go on to and kick someone off of it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but instantly puts a massive target on their back, and then somebody gets kicked off to make it an even 5-5. And then they go and they do these games. And after the game, the losing team has to send 2 members into what they call the nerd off. The first member is voted by the team itself, and the other member is voted by the enemy team. And so that's where things start getting really interesting.
That's where the dynamics come in. People take the game way too seriously. It is crazy. People will get voted into the nerd off and start going crazy. Like they will literally go ballistic and burn every bridge possible. It is insane.
You know, I do feel a bit scorned that you guys watch this without me, I will say. I do feel
I'll watch it again.
I do feel a bit betrayed that I wasn't even invited to watch this with you guys. But we can move on from that.
You were
to be fair, you weren't there the first weekend.
Yeah, you were in
the first
Puerto
weekend.
Rico or whatever. So we started on season 2 because that had the most iconic character from the show's run, that being Zach, the main antagonist of the show. If you've seen anything, it's the clip where they vote Zach into the nerd off, and he is put up against Jaywitz, the Pokemon YouTuber.
Okay.
And he has an absolute fucking freak out on him.
Which honestly is crazy that that's the most iconic one. It's probably just because it was directed at Jaywitz, but like he does this in like every single episode of the entire show. So it's like it's just crazy.
I sent the clip. It's only about a minute.
Okay.
Would you be able to play it and us get copyright struck? I don't know if
I don't know if they give a shit at this point.
Yeah. I don't know if we should risk it. Also, you guys wouldn't be able to see it, so.
Yeah.
True.
No, sure.
So yeah, essentially though, this guy, he gets voted in. He has this entire fucking meltdown. It's like just the way he talks. You know that meme where it's like you piss off white people on this app, they start talking about like Sephiroth on Twitter. It's very much that energy. There was a guy in season 1. His name was, I think it was Ivan. And he seemed like a very normal, well-adjusted guy. But then they voted him in at one point. He was like, "You told me to my face that you weren't gonna vote me." And then you look at the clip and he's like, "So are you gonna vote me?" And he's like, "I can't tell you, brother." He's like, but you're gonna vote for her probably, right? And he's like, I can't tell you that, brother. He's like, he told me to my face that it wasn't gonna be me.
He's not
And then
even
he,
just
like-
mad. He's like literally the guy's like laying in bed and he's literally
Yeah.
like on top of him, like
He goes
look
to
me
their
in my
room
eye
and, like,
and tell
he's
me
like,
that was the best choice.
tell
It's
me
like,
that
bro, you
was the
need to
right
chill.
move.
You need to chill.
He's like,
It
you
was
need to
crazy.
stop, bro. Like, what are you
Now,
gonna
and a fun fact about the guy he was threatening is that this guy went to prison for colluding with North Korea by trying to sell them cryptocurrency.
Yeah. But
Nice.
there's also in season 1, any old Smosh Games heads from way back in the day, one of the cast members, Jovenshire, was on this show, and there's another girl named Danielle who I guess did some streams with Asmongold a few years back.
Yeah,
But
we did our
she-
research. We did our research
we
into the
looked into
people
these
that were
people.
involved in this show.
He went up to her for some reason and was like, yeah, I'm probably going to vote for you. And he had no reason to do it. And then she started crying in front of him. And because, you know, it's a socially awkward guy, there's a pretty girl crying in front of him. He's like, I won't vote for you. I'll vote for myself. And then it goes to a clip of her like going and telling someone else that he said that. And it cuts to her and she's like, I never wanted it to go this way. And then it cuts to her in like one of the face like interviews. They have like, you know, interviews where they talk to them directly. He's like, I totally manipulated the shit out of him. I got him, baby. Cut to her getting voted into the Nerd On, and she finds out he voted for him. She gets so mad for the rest of the show. She's like, he's a piece of shit. He needs to get killed. He's an evil man. And there's a point where he like lets him slap her, like he lets her slap him in the face, and it does not. She's like, "Yeah, we're cool now," and she was not cool after that. Still,
There's a lot of people that
so
also
fucking
like have
funny.
these imaginary enemies. There's like someone in the first season that's like, we must take down the evil Genevieve, and it's like, bro, what are you
This
talking
evil
about?
woman,
Like,
she's just like a normal girl.
yeah, it's like there's nothing has happened. It is so crazy.
It sounds incredible. Get ready to watch it
They're
again.
like,
is
you
all I'm
love
saying.
it, Eric.
I
You
will
would
watch
love
it.
No,
again
I know.
in
That's
a
why I'm saying,
heartbeat.
I will
this,
too.
it's like they went into a lab and were like, "What is the thing that Eric would find funniest?" And then this is what they made.
Yeah. They also like they have a lot of celebrity judges and stuff. So like, they have the girl that plays Amy on The Big Bang Theory. You know, Israel's Strongest Soldier. She's a judge on one of them.
No.
Like they bring in a lot of people. Like season 3, they brought in Penn Jillette in one of the episodes to be like
Yeah.
on a team.
That checks out.
There's
Wait, was
also-
Randy Pitchford in any of the episodes?
God,
That
I
seems
wish.
that seems like a.
I don't think so.
a
We do have a
slam
few
dunk.
episodes left of
Unless
season
we
3,
have
so
2 left in season 3, so he could still
yeah,
show
yeah.
up.
Okay.
But in season 1, they had the hardest challenge to watch, where they made
Yeah.
the teams both write and perform a song.
In
One
front
of
of
them
like
was
100 people in like
Oh,
a theater.
in like a theater.
That's
And
when we
one
gotta
of them
strap
was
Marvin
an
to a chair
anthem.
too.
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
watch.
One of
he
them-
would die.
One of them did an anthem, and the other did a rap.
Oh man.
The anthem was called "Talk Nerdy to Me," and oh my god, it makes me feel like my
No,
skin is peeling off.
It is
Uh,
maybe one of the worst things I've ever seen in my
'Cause they-
entire life.
They do that challenge again in season 3.
Yeah, they do
And
it
when
again
they
in the third
do it-
season.
When they introduce it, they like start playing it like for the like over loudspeakers, and I legitimately felt like my blood pressure spiked when I heard it start. And they like brought in all of like a shit ton of the old cast. Like I was like, they brought Zach back.
Yeah, they
See
brought
those
him
other
in. Yeah,
people?
insane.
Zach was the biggest like op in the entire fucking building in season 2.
It was crazy.
They were like, we need to kill Zach. And the other team was like, we need to keep Zach in because he causes so much chaos and is so impossible to work with that it's dragging them down in the team competitions. There was a
He
point-
won a challenge and a girl started crying because he
because he
didn't
was still
lose
gonna
and to get
and
voted
she
out.
was on the enemy team. They wanted him to be winning, and she still cried because she had to deal with him more.
At one point, they were trying to vote him off so bad. He was winning every single challenge, and every single person they sent up against him was getting sent home. That the teams were so unbalanced, they had to randomly select someone from the other team to go to their team. It was the first person that had a chance, and then she lost it to him instantly again and got voted off. It is
Fucking
crazy.
incredible. It's so funny. And they're all like, "We need to kill Zach now," because he's just. Oh my
Would you
God,
say
it's
the
so
Zach
fucking
season
funny.
is the best season so
Yeah,
far?
I think so.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Season 1 has
The
a little
third
more
season,
balance in like.
yeah.
Season 3 has some crazy shit. Season 1 has a little more balance in like the people seem normal until they go completely fucking insane for some reason.
Yeah.
Like they get
So far, one person has done that in
ridiculous.
season 3.
One person really did that in season 3.
Yeah.
It was this guy's name was Todd, and they told him that they were going to vote him in. That they told him straight up, and then after he got voted in, he was like, "This woman is this evil whore who is manipulating the team, and we need to kill her." And he goes to her and just be like, "You're a manipulative bitch. Everyone hates you. You need to get killed." And everyone in the house comes up to him and is like, "You need to fucking stop what you are doing, dude. What are you doing?" Literally every person goes up there and is like, "You need to not be doing this right now because this is insane."
Bro, but the challenge they have him do, it's like this it's like this ancient myth challenge, and he's like, I'll get this so easy. And they that just like select an item that relates to a certain like character, and he starts pulling out the most like it's like just so unbelievably wrong. It's like, how is he even choosing these?
It's ridiculous. Like,
It is crazy.
One, I forget what it was. The first one, it's like something about like Odysseus. He's like, "The snake, obviously." Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
No, the craziest one is the Dionysus one when he's like, "Dionysus, it must be the branch of Yggdrasil," and it's like, bro, that is a different myth altogether. What are you talking about?
Also, like Polyphemus, and he's like, "Probably this fish hook." Like, what are you?
Like, it has to be the fish hook. I know it.
And my favorite contestant in season 3 is what was her name? Heather.
I think so.
The NASA woman. She's just like a normal person who's like very smart.
I don't care. I talked to him once.
Like, everyone's crying. I don't know why. Like, she's so correct though. And she's like, "Yeah, I don't really know about like Star Wars and stuff. I kind of like go out and talk to people, like, do things." But she's just like really smart, and so like they put her into things, and she still crutches them because like, even in something she's never heard of, she like destroys them because she's just that much better at this.
What do you think the tone of this show would be if they did it today? If they did a new season?
See, we talked about this, and it's hard to say because there's in the show has a lot of like nerds are the outcasts, and we must stand together, and you can like these things and still be like a valued member of society, which is like that's so different than what it's like today. That I think honestly they probably would still kind of have that vibe, just because like old people that would produce this show like don't understand how
how
the
it is
world
now,
works.
But in terms of the contestants,
we just have to be careful about getting like crazy incels.
And but I think that would be it would be so hard to do that though, right? Like to because I feel like so many people nowadays would like you were saying, that person that freaked out like calling this woman a whore or whatever. I feel like that would be happening day 2 with like every single guy they brought up there.
Yeah,
you know, like
he didn't like actually call her a whore for the record. Like,
oh, okay.
Exaggerating. He was kind of like implying that she was like being manipulative in that way.
Yeah.
Oh, Eli might have froze.
Yeah, I think. Okay.
Yeah, it started getting spicy, and the internet instantly died. That's
okay. We could go.
Okay, but catch me up. What were you guys saying?
What was the last thing you said, Fox?
We were talking about like the risk of getting like incels in the show, I think.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm caught up.
Yeah. I mean, I pretty much that. Like I don't know how you'd really pull it off today, because it's also like obviously a big appeal of the show. Maybe not when they made it, but in retrospect, is just making fun of how big of a loser all of these people are, or at least I assume.
I think that is when they made it. I think that
Okay.
definitely
When-
was they were
When they
intimidated.
attempt to make jokes on purpose, it's like the hardest thing in the world to watch. Like, there's a guy who was like, "Oh, there's a funny hat and a chicken nose, so I'll call myself Chicken Panda and I'll make jokes about that." And it's like, I'm gonna fucking slip my wrist long ways, dude. There's so many bits like that where I'm just like, "Ooh."
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to watch. But there's
Like,
also,
like Brennan Lee Mulligan would be a guest host on this. Like,
Oh yeah,
he would show up.
Yeah.
My goat would be there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
He might
they
even
did
just
pull in
host
a lot of like.
Sure.
Then it might be good, but I don't want it to be good. I want the same.
Yeah,
hosts.
exactly. Yeah.
Or let me and Eli do it.
There
Well,
we
the
go,
one guy
there.
died like very recently, but
Oh,
but let us do it. Yeah.
But it is like season 3 has been really interesting because they like try to play the politics game way more. Whereas in season 1 and 2 it had that, but like season 3 it's like they instantly form like massive alliances where they are like big deal. And there was some stuff in that season where I was like, this might be racially motivated, honestly.
Oh yeah. They vote the only black guy into the nerd off like 5 times in a row. It is kind of crazy.
They all make an alliance, like including everyone but like the NASA girl and the black guy, and they call themselves the Secret Six, initials SS.
It's a little weird. It's a little strange.
And they like instantly start voting for the black guy nonstop. And it was this guy, Colby. He was like a Jeopardy champion. So it's like there is a degree where it's like he is a very dangerous competitor. He's like really good at trivia and stuff. But also like, guys, this looks bad for you.
They don't care about
There is a lot of rampant sexism in the show as well.
Oh yeah,
it is a little crazy.
Well, I mean, I could have told you that, but
there's a part they brought Yaya Han. She was a big cosplayer back in the day. She came in and she was dressed as like Chun-Li, and one of the guys is like, "Yeah, she looks just like her, but without those like huge thunder thighs." Like that's pretty good. It's like, what are you saying, bro? There's a guy in season 3. His name was Ori. He made a joke where he was like,
This is the first episode.
Yeah, this is the first.
This
day
is
they know
first
each other.
impression.
It's like a guy said, like a girl says something to him, and then a guy says like the same thing, and he's like, "Oh, okay, that sounds like a good idea." She's like, "I just said that," and he's like, "Oh, I didn't hear you. Probably because you're a woman."
It's like,
it's like, ooh. It's like, buddy, you gotta like establish a bit of a rapport before you start pulling jokes like that out. We can't be doing that day one. And she did not take it well.
yeah, I see why.
It's like, yeah, you gotta make sure. And though somehow he did like win everyone over by the time he was kicked out.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Yeah,
they all liked him by the end. Like people were sad that he was leaving. They cried.
Wow.
They're like, he's such a good guy, but like it sucks to have to kick him. But like we gotta. It's the game. And like the only person so far that's been like, yeah, it's the game. That's what you do. You don't take it massively personal. Is like the NASA scientist woman, Heather. And yes, she wins everything that she gets put into. So,
well, nice.
But
Hopefully, we see a return.
It's really fucking funny.
A return to King of the Nerds. It was a great view.
I am absolutely down to watch through it again with you, and if we can get Marvin and like tie him to the chair.
No, Marvin is not.
He
will not participate. We did do a little bit of research of related shows, and we found that there's like a British version that we need to like hunt down.
Oh, okay.
It's Lost Media, but they did a British season.
And then
the
there's
trailer
also
I had
show
pulled up was from Watch New Trailers UK.
Oh, really?
That's one I had going, but I don't know. It doesn't. It seems like I think the hosts you guys were talking about are the people that are on this.
Oh, they might have aired in the UK too.
It doesn't seem like you're talking
strange.
in British, so.
I didn't say they had a season of it though, so I want to see if I can hunt that down.
There was another show that I found when researching it called Beauty and the Nerd, which I think
what an awful name. Oh god.
and then we found that You might like this one, Eric. There's a PlayStation had a show that I don't remember what it was called, but one of the contestants from the
I think
first
like the
season was also
tester.
in it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was something like that. It's like you're like competing to become a video game tester, which is like kind of weird. Like you're competing to get a job.
Yeah. The girl who
That's-
had the beef with Smosh Jovenshire was the
Yeah, it
one
was
that was
also
that.
on that.
that's I mean that's going to be how we get jobs in the near
Yeah,
future.
yeah,
Like you have to
yeah.
compete for the entertainment of the masses to become a QA tester. Yeah. Uh, all
But
right.
we have a long slate ahead of us that you can join us in on.
Yeah. Hopefully, I'll be invited this time. To close out the podcast, we're gonna do a quick little update on Fantasy Critic, and I have that pulled up here. So, not too much has released recently, but a couple things have. I think only for Eli, I want to say, right?
I had a couple come out.
Okay, so
Yeah, the Halo thing
yes,
came out,
true,
right?
true, true. Okay, so we have Avatar: Legends of Fighting game came out that got a 78 on OpenCritic. Not bad.
That was Fox's.
Not bad. Yep, that's Fox's. And then Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced got an 84, which I think is that's great for
Also
that game.
mine.
Yeah. And then let's see.
I finally passed 1 point, so that's nice.
Yeah,
You
quite
climbed
a
that hill.
quite a few games of Marvin's came out. So Rhythm Heaven Groove at an 83, Halo Campaign Evolved at an 82, and Dench Attack at an 87. So honestly, great. Marvin has 6 games that have released, and they're all above 80. So not bad at all, really. And let's see. I don't think any of my games have come out. No, not yet. And then Eli, who's just absolutely running away with it. Splatoon Raiders at an 82. Right, I think we kind of all expected maybe a bit higher for that one. But
yeah,
not bad.
I was a
Honestly,
lot of the I
I
wasn't
think it
expecting
should be.
Yeah, no, it should. Yeah, the like. Well, I mean, that's even we didn't really touch on it, but there's been like a campaign of like fans like giving the game good reviews on Metacritic because all of the reviews have just been like, "Why is there no turf war in this?" And just like the strain like bad reviews for it. It's
Yeah.
very strange.
Oh, interesting.
I
And
think
then
it's like one of the highest rated games on Metacritic, like by user score.
Yeah,
I think it might
yeah.
be the highest rated. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I think this year it's still Mina. Oh wait, no, user score. I don't know.
User score, yeah,
User
totally.
score, it's like the 7th best rated of all time or something ridiculous.
It's
but
insane.
so is Corey in the House on the Nintendo DS. I think that's at number 3. So take that with a grain of salt. But yeah, and then Doom: The Dark Ages Revelations, which just came out with an 89. I would not have expected that. That was quite the surprise hit. So that was a great pickup.
We also, I believe, we did have a couple that got pushed back.
That we haven't discussed. So yeah, Marvin Ontos didn't was delayed to next year, and then for Eli, what was the one that got delayed for you, Eli?
Danganronpa 2 double.
That's right.
Exposure, I think it's called.
We may have talked about that last pod, but it's been.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I think that's it though. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think those are the only things that are delayed.
Yeah, it would be marked as a 0 if it was out.
Does seem that Deltarune Chapter 5 is still not getting scored, so that might not get an OpenCritic score.
Yeah, Poor Marvin.
That should have been a slam dunk, but
I guess not. But yeah, next
we have some releases soon.
Yeah, Big Walk comes out in like 2 days.
Yeah, Big Walk.
So
I'm excited. We should pick that up and play it.
I definitely want to. Honestly, maybe we could play it the day it comes out. That would be fun.
Yeah, we could stream
on
it
like Tuesday or whatever. Yeah, that'd be.
Yeah.
And then Beast of Reincarnation is also coming out same day on the 4th. So please, dear God, be bad. I'm sure we will see reviews for that maybe tomorrow.
Be so good.
And
I'm surprised we haven't seen any.
Yeah,
of that. That's kind of
I guess
that's a bad sign
weekend.
for Fox.
Yeah, but it's if the reviews don't come out tomorrow, you might be cooked, Fox. We'll see. But and then 2 days after, we've got Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. So yeah, quite a few games coming.
Another Fox. Fox has got a lineup coming.
Yeah,
out.
and then Resident Evil, Plague Tale, and then Star Wars Zero coming. He's got a bunch. Coming out. September is my month. That's when most of my games are coming out. But
mine. Yeah, I got a bunch coming out. Or no, mine's like later in the year. Yeah, I don't have any for like months.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to see what Tenebris Somnia gets because I think that game's gonna be fucking awesome.
Yeah. So lots to see, but I think that's gonna do it for today's episode of the SavePoint Report. Thanks for watching. Follow us on everything. Please subscribe, so like, and we will catch you in the next one. Bye.
Oh my goodness.
Bye.
Bye.